Okay, well, welcome everyone to Wasted with Wize, episode 114. There's something about you. I wanted to switch up the flavor a little bit. You know, we were playing a whole lot of rap songs in the initial, so I wanted to go to some British music and stuff like that. I like the 80s, 90s British music. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's fun. You know, so there you go. There's something about you. I like that. So there you go. Good song.
Whatever. Are we done yet?
Yeah. Is it time to go yet? I got something coming on TV I want to watch. I'm just kidding.
What do you want to watch on TV? There's nothing on TV. The
Yes,
only
there is.
important thing on
House of
TV is
Asher.
us.
House of Asher starts tonight.
Dude, I got Movie Box Pro. I can watch anything and everything I want.
Okay, educate me on Movie Box Pro. What the fuck is it?
Movie Box Pro is a private garden. Okay, you have to be invited by a VIP member.
Okay.
It gives you access to literally any movie. You ever think of a movie that, man, I haven't seen that in years. I'd really like to watch that again, but you can never find the live streaming service that it's on.
Yeah.
Yep.
All you got to do is open Movie Box Pro, type in anything you can think of, and anything you're looking for will pop up. And you can pick what quality of stream you want. It can be it can be movies that just came out in the theater yesterday. If there is a video feed up somewhere for that, it will show up on Movie Box Pro, and it uses your Google account to log in.
So how do you get invited to this shit?
I am a VIP, and VIPs are only allowed to send one invite a month.
You know, this is my birthday month, Bob.
Yeah, invite Cerebral this month, and then invite me to January or some shit like that. You know.
Now, you do have to, like, some videos. You do have to deal with an ad here and an ad there. But you get VIP status. It's $27 a year, and then you get to
do that.
You get to pick. You get no ads, and you get to pick whatever quality stream you want. Whenever you pull up the quality on the tab on the bottom of the window, it'll tell you how much bandwidth it's going to use and what it's going to give you. Is it going to be original? Is it going to be ultra high def? Is it just going to be high def or 720? It'll tell you.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
I mean, it's
and
a
all
great
the movies
service,
are free,
dude.
and you can get current, like for example, if I wanted to watch, I don't know what's out that's recent.
Okay, you remember 3 weeks ago when we were on Wasted with Wize, and I started running Predator Badlands.
Right.
Yeah.
That was on Movie Box Pro, and member Lemon was like, "Dude, that just came out yesterday. Take that off the screen. Take that off the screen. I don't want to see anything from it." That was on Movie Box Pro.
Okay, so what device do you need? A separate device, or is it through some sort of like app or something?
I have the app on my phone. I have the app on my computer. Yeah.
How is it legal?
I don't know. I don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Don't say shit. I keep my mouth shut, right?
I understand how those things work, but I'm not going to explain it to you on this show. But you know,
no, we're not going to go down that BitTorrent rabbit hole. Basically, what it is it takes one piece of a file from many different users, and then you can't say it's theft because you didn't get the whole product. You just got a whole lot of pieces of it. That's how BitTorrent works.
Yeah, it also comes down to if you're streaming it compared to downloading it. There is a difference.
Yes.
Then they've never updated the laws to adjust for that. So
and it keeps so say if you start watching a movie on Movie Box Pro and you stop it and you close the app out, then 2 days from now, when even if you've closed the app out and canceled it up, swiped up on your phone or whatnot, whenever you go back in, it's going to still pop up for waiting to watch, and it's going to take you right back to where you ended. And I watch all my television series that way. I'll go through all the seasons that way, and yeah, I can't recommend it.
Is it okay? This is going to sound, and I don't know if you can even answer this question because I don't know if you have the answer to this question. Is it only,
I bet I do.
Is it only for American movies, or is it also for international?
It's for everything.
Yep.
Everything. And you get to pick, you get to go in and you got your choice of any subtitle in any language you want. Literally everything.
You're going to have to invite me one day. 1 month when you get a free one and you don't have anyone to invite.
So the only problem is you can't get the app for iPhone. So what you have to do is you have to get an open source video player
Mm-hmm.
called, I use KF Panda, which stands for Kung Fu Panda,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just add the URL for MovieBox Pro into KF Panda, and then you just open KF Panda, tap on MovieBox, and it boom takes you right to the website, and you're good to go.
How do you watch it? Can you watch it on like your big TV without? You have to. I
Yes,
guess you have to just like
I
AirPlay it or something like that, right?
I can AirPlay it, yes, but that is the only downfall to MovieBox Pro is that there is not an existing app for any smart TV. So I watch it back here on my 43-inch Samsung Odyssey Neo G7
Mm-hmm.
in the studio with my computer because there's an app for the computer,
Hmm.
but there's not an app for your iPhone. And then I watch it through my iPhone. Yeah, you can Airstream it or whatnot. You just can't get a native app unless you go into developer mode and open it through a browser on your smart TV.
See, it reminds
Yep.
me something of what we have already. It's this little box that we buy. It's basically, for all intents and purposes, you might as well think it's like a Roku stick or something, right? Or something of that type. And when you go into this box, it's very rudimentary, but it has all of these movies on this website that they have legally got. And it's like current movies, old movies, new movies, American movies, Indian movies, TV shows, web series, everything is on that. And you like buy the device for like $200 one-time payment. And basically every day it updates with new movies and stuff like that. Now, it reminds me of something similar to that, but the quality is not that good. I mean, like for example,
Oh, the quality on MovieBox Pro is awesome.
okay. See that one, that one is still dealing with 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So like
Oh,
yeah, it doesn't do well. I mean, it's just like, can you see it? Yes. And in a perfect situation, you get the optimal viewing experience, but it's very rarely a perfect situation. You know, like for example, if
Okay,
my son is
so
playing video games or something, you might as well not be able to watch it. So yeah.
so look, I'm sharing my screen right now. If I go down here and open up my media, here's MovieBox Pro. Brings up the window. Here is all the movies, and here's what I'm waiting to watch. I'm currently going through Battlestar Galactica, Welcome to Deary, Fair Rain that just came out. You go down here to today's hot movies. There's Troll 2, Family Plan 2, Train Aries.
Mhm.
Of course, Home Alone is hot right now because it's the
It's
holidays.
Christmas. Yeah.
And yeah, and you can also go in here, go to TV shows, and these boxes up top, it'll tell you what's trending on Netflix, what's trending on Hulu, what's trending on Prime Video, trending on HBO, Showtime, Stars, Disney. And you just click on these, trending on HBO. This is what's trending on HBO. Let's watch something. And you literally just click it
yep.
and hit play, and here it is. It'll skip a recommended opening, and then this is playing in full high def. I can hit full high def and tell it I want to go original source, but it's going to cost me 6.67 gigabytes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay, yeah, I
gonna.
definitely went in because like the new Knives Out movie is out, and I want to see it.
Oh yeah, that's already. And there I am. I'm streaming at the original. So I'm streaming at the original source quality right now.
Okay, you're gonna have to invite me eventually one day. I know maybe
I
this
already
month.
sent him my email address. It's in your DM there.
You know, give it to Paul first, but then after
Yeah.
that, me, yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you go to featured right here, it is right here. I'm in the middle of watching it.
Yeah.
It's in my waiting to watch. This is Knives Out. It's got a foreign name to it because that is just the feed that it is. But this is
Right.
the new Knives Out movie right here.
Okay, well, let's quickly go through our introduction. So how's your week been
Okay.
going? Yeah, what you been doing? What you been playing, boss?
Who, him or me?
Him, yeah, he's talking. Now he's just
I'm
talking.
know,
sorry.
he's
The,
talking
the
now.
wife called and I tried to answer her call.
Well, how's your week been going? Otherwise, what you been doing? What you been playing?
Yeah. So I did a stream of the PC Gamer Most Wanted Top 25 list. I did a
Mhm.
stream of the show, my live reaction to it yesterday.
Mhm.
And I did that because I was waiting for a game that is on Steam to be shown, and that game is called Ferocious, where you're dropped. Basically, you crash land on a deserted island that you find out is being ran by mercenaries, and dinosaurs never went extinct on. And yeah, it's supposed to be a survival.
It's like a Dino Crisis or Ark something, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it got, they were right on time too, because I kept checking. I had it on my wish list on Steam. I kept checking it. It kept saying not available, not available, not available. And as soon as on the show it says available now, I refreshed the page and boom, it was available. And I got it for 20% off. I got it for $20. Nice. And I played a buttload out of it yesterday. I also got another game that's on sale right now called Hell to the Rainbow, which is a not what you would think when you say the word rainbow, but it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic, it's modern world, but it's got magical aspects to it because something has happened to our geome on Earth, and everything, like with the things we once thought weren't possible are possible. And I haven't started playing it yet, but yeah, that's really good. Also, I've downloaded Routine. I can't wait to play Routine. I watched Game Ranks before you buy a Routine today. I liked everything that I heard. Can't wait to launch Routine. I downloaded it on my Xbox PC app so I can crank the quality as high as it'll go, and I also downloaded it on my Series X. I don't know yet what modes it's going to give me, quality, performance, etc. But yeah, I'm pumped about that. I'm pumped about the games coming out this month. I'm down about the prices of hardware. It's about to get stupid again. Just when GPUs were starting to get reasonable,
though. Yeah.
VRAM is going to force everything back up.
All right, cool beans.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to my next panelist, my man Cerebral.
Cool beans. Not all of us are loaded. Cool beans. The price is going to go up. Screw you, man.
Okay, cool.
I buy everything I want as soon as it comes out. I'm a simp for it all. I get it all.
Okay.
I will buy another PlayStation even though I already have one just because it's in the original OG colors. I'll do it.
I don't see the problem in any of this. What's
Dude, I don't either. I'm just giving you shit. I buy what I want when I want.
I don't know. Was I supposed to be offended on that remark? Because you missed the point.
If I had the resources, I'd be right there. I mean,
check it out. Metroid posted this the other day, and I'm like, motherfucker, Of course I got this, So, yeah. Anyhow. So how's your week been going, Cerebral? What you been doing? What you been playing, big homie?
It's going. What have I been playing? I don't know. I still haven't been playing much. I haven't been really in a game playing mood. I'm just kind of the winter blahs or the holiday blahs, whatever you want to call them. They hit me every year, and it's that time of year, So
see, I don't prescribe to that. Like when it's cold and raining outside, that's when I want to stay at home and play video games. When it's nice and sunny outside, I want to go outside and be doing stuff.
It's not a matter of wanting to stay inside or whatever. It's just, it's a form of depression, dude. It's seasonal depression.
Okay. I mean, I know that a lot of people do suffer from that. So, yep. Okay. So, Lesser Logic says my system from 2023 is going to last me for a while. I spent a lot on it though. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so you've not been playing anything this week? Really?
No, not me. You know me. I play stuff. Let me look at it here and see what I have played. I don't know. Give me a second. I know I jumped because WoW released their housing stuff for the people who've already pre-ordered the new add-on. So I was messing around in that. So I now have a house in WoW. So there you go.
How much?
Let's see.
Like, I got a question about that. Like, what is all involved with that? Like, how much does it cost? Is it like something that takes a long time to do? Or is it costing a lot? What is it?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so when you do that, like, what is involved? Like, what do you have to do to get a house? How about that? Is it just everyone gets one who plays the game, or what?
No, I think you have to buy the Midnight DLC. That's coming out in January.
Okay, cool.
And the only reason I have access now is because I pre-ordered it already.
Okay.
So it's like their new big add-on. You know how the games do that they do that every once in a while.
Yeah.
You remember for when you played WoW, they used to do every once in a while, they do a big add-on, big change to story type of thing.
Oh, yeah. Is it still the same, or is it totally different? It's been a while. I mean, you're talking about over 5 years. Like, if I was going back and playing this game, what would I expect?
I went back to it after quite a few years, And yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve to learn the new stuff but like everything, especially if you get into it like now when everything's starting over again,
Hmm.
it's the best time to do it because you're basically starting where everybody else is starting too. You know, you have to start gathering the new stuff, doing the new quest, and just like everybody else. So that, when the season or when the expect drops, that's when you want to do it. You know, you
But
you
is the
you don't want to
gameplay loop
drop
still
in.
the same, or
Yeah,
have they
yeah,
changed
oh,
it some?
absolutely. Yeah, gameplay loop's still the same, but they've added a lot that makes it a lot better too.
And see, one of
I
the
don't know
things I didn't like about
when
those
you did it,
old.
did they have delves and stuff when you were playing?
Did they have what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Delves, like little dungeons that you run.
I think we had them, but we didn't. They didn't call them delves. They were just like miniature
Yeah, well,
raids at that
now
time.
they have delves that you run. You can run them daily, and you can get the upgrade stuff for your armor and stuff like that.
The only thing
And
I
of
really
course,
didn't
if
care about back in the day between with WoW, and it was the same thing with EverQuest and EverQuest 2, was that, the fight mechanic was automatic. I didn't like that. I mean, how
what do you
you
mean
just
automatic?
initiate a fight and your character just repeatedly just fights
No, that's not. No, no, no. That's not WoW. WoW, you gotta. Well, here's the thing with WoW. You have your buttons
You
that
are
you run.
welcome, Paul.
Thank you. You
I
you
just
have your
sent
you,
you my invite for the month.
Thank you. You have your buttons and your command buttons and stuff. So during combat, you pick what spells you do. Now, what they have added recently, which has helped for me from an accessibility standpoint, is they have out a one button attack which goes through your loop and runs your different attack modes that you have.
Okay.
So, and you can do it either way. So no, it is not a set it and forget it combat thing.
Okay. So they've
It
made it a
is
little
a
bit more
you need to know
dynamic than they were in the
you need to
previous
know your
games.
spells and how they work and how
Yeah.
they stack. Well, even EverQuest was like that though, dude.
Can,
Even though
but EverQuest, the
with
action.
EverQuest you could create macros, which I did for my rogue.
No, but like
a
even
lot.
with the EverQuest, like if you were not running a spell, you would naturally default to a normal attack with your weapon, unless you hit the hotkey to make it a spell.
Well, no, that was the auto attack. You didn't have to use that if you didn't want to.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like I'm gonna go back and visit it again because it's been a while since I've played it. I'm just gonna be kind of careful with it because it was one of those situations that was a source of addiction.
It's like crack. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And then, I mean, to be honest with you, my back catalog is so huge. It's like, to say I want to play WoW means I'm going to overlook the games I've like been wanting to play on my back catalog and say, no, I'm going to play WoW. And that I just, like you sort of like, okay,
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. You don't want to go back and revisit old wounds and stuff. But anyhow, all right. Okay, Triple. Howdy, sir. Where's all of your actions back in the day? You were like doing like Nathan Drake dancing, and then last week we saw you on stream. Now we just got you.
It's funny you mentioned. It's funny you mentioned. I literally was thinking about finding that download on my computer. Have that on today.
Yeah.
But I was too lazy to do that. I do have a new webcam coming in because previously I was using my old phone to act as a webcam, and now that's starting to lag very badly. I don't think it's yet because I use my newest Note 24, newest and whatever reference or standard, and that works semi better, but it's like stuck on ultra wide view, and I don't know how to change it. So I got a new camera coming in.
Which one did you buy? Which one?
It is a Insta 362.
Oh, is it an Insta 360 Link 2?
I think so.
Oh yeah, that's what I have. It's nice. It's with a gimbal, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna love that motherfucker. That thing is nice because that's what I'm using currently right now. It is a nice camera. I highly recommend everyone to do it because, like, if you look at the clarity of the camera that I'm talking from right now or using right now, it's perfect. You're gonna absolutely love it. And then, like,
how ugly you really are. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Okay.
No, but also, like, for example, keep you in frame and everything. I mean, I don't know what you use your gimbal for, your camera for, but I do a lot of like, online lectures and stuff like that. So like I'm pivoting here and there and stuff like that. So, I need something to sort of track me, when I'm not paying attention. So
no, I got you. Once it comes in, I've been playing with some ideas of videos I want to do outside of gaming related space. So see if I can get it hooked up in the way I want to. Cause like I said, I still have my my main cell phone if I want to do like more upscale videos, but
Dude,
just for
that
something.
Wise, he wants you to join his OnlyFans. Wise,
No.
Hey, I'll pay. Hey, I mean, at this point in time, after 20 years of marriage, a dick pic and a pussy pic is about the same.
We ain't doing. We're not doing that. So, I mean, just for specifics, I'm terrible at it, but I've been playing more guitar recently, so I just want to try to like actually have an outlet for that instead of just be in my room by myself playing the guitar. So, but yeah, that's a whole can of worms on its own. But as for what I've been playing, Destiny, they had their new expansion drop Tuesday. It's Star Wars themed.
Mhm.
So they have lightsabers.
Yeah,
they
well,
have.
I'm actually I'm happy that you joined in because I really want to get your take on it because there's been a lot of stink on Twitter about it for some reason, So
I've been out of because I've just been working so much. I've been so far out of the news cycle. I found new games. I found out that Metroid recently. So anything news related
And
to
it sucks.
Metroid does not suck. You take that back. I rebuke that comment.
It is so empty. It is like the
I see the
open
open
version
world
of Mind's
section.
Eye.
Yeah, I watched the IGN review and they showed a clip of that, and I just verbally said, "What the fuck am I looking at?" Because it was just so open and empty. I'm like, why'd y'all do this? It's just padding.
The problem I have. Well, we're gonna get to that in a second. But anyhow, what else have you been playing besides?
I did start playing Black Mesa on Steam, the fan remake of Half-Life 1.
There you go. Yes, do it.
I will have to take my car to the shop tomorrow, so I wanted to like download something on my computer just to have something to play. And I checked out Black Mesa, and I didn't make it far. I just made it was the longest intro on that train ride. Like that was a long.
Yeah.
This your triple. Is this your first
Haven't you ever
playthrough
played the game before?
of
Have you
any
ever played-
Half-Life?
My first, I would say, serious playthrough. Like I had the the orange box on, was it the Xbox or 360?
360.
But
360.
it was, I don't know. It was I didn't really get deep into it. I like started it, played a little bit, but I just dropped it every time. But no, this would be my first time like actually trying to dive into it. I got through the intro section with a experiment with
real
like
quick. I want to
yeah.
point out that if you would have really paid attention during that train ride, you would have learned a lot. It shows you a lot of the layout you're going to be running back through.
Are you supposed to pay attention to that train ride?
That's what
Yes.
I already forgot. I forgot. I mean, yeah.
The
Now
game
that
is
you
a lot easier
mention
if
it,
you
it
do
makes
that, yeah.
sense. It makes sense. Yeah.
The game-
But I was just like, damn. I was listening to the dialogue and stuff like that, and just looking people walk around and observing the environments. But I just made it through the intro section where the experiment went crazy, and I was trying to leave a room, which it was a sequence of I guess you have to wait for the door to get blown open. I was like, I must have to run up and open the door myself. I run towards the door, and one of the NPCs in the room got smacked by the laser, and it was hilarious because like as I pressed the button to like interact, I grabbed his foot, so he got obliterated. And all I have in my hand is a leg. I said, what the fuck? This is a leg in my hand. I was like, oh man, that was funny. I wish I had recorded it because I was kind of slightly freaking out. Like, a whole ass leg in my hand. That was funny.
You know the funny thing about the introduction of Half-Life, right? Like the first time you ever play that game and you see the introduction, you're like, I was blown away. Like that to experience that in a video game setting before then was never feasible. So like when it happened in Half-Life, you're like, oh my fucking God, this is huge. Now when you go back and revisit the game, you're like, motherfucker, am I still on that goddamn train?
Nice.
Well, and part of it was part of the thing with it was watching the people, especially remember because it started on PC in about 1999.
Yeah.
So the first time you're going through the train, you're seeing all the different visuals and stuff, and the people walking around and the people talking and carrying on conversations. Back then, that was a big deal. That was a whole lot of stuff that we hadn't seen.
Yeah, because it was life. It was like literally life. Like we never saw that. Like things were just happening like they normally would in real life in the video game, Like we were not doing any back in the day. Before then, you would walk up to an NPC and then he'd talk. Here, these people were carrying and having conversations and doing whatever they were supposed to be doing without you even being involved.
And now he's dead. And I was like, damn.
Yeah,
He was supposed to go out with the wife, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, So let's talk about this since we're on the topic a little bit. Let's just have a little fun here. What do y'all think about the rumors of Half-Life 3 coming out next year? Do you think that's like, there's rumors that we're going to hear something about it on the VGAs of all things? So yeah,
I believe it. Valve is a very they handle everything with kit gloves. They have a certain process they go through leading up to a large announcement. And since August, they have done the exact same thing that they did leading up to Half-Life Alyx. And they're working, they're quiet, and yes, Half-Life 3 is going to be a real thing.
Oh, really? So you think all the rumors are true?
I will be there day one. I will be there day one, baby.
Yeah. So KY, you believe all of the scuttlebutt that you're hearing online is true, huh?
Yes, I do believe that the 3 is in the title. Now, whether or not it is Half-Life 3 or the scrapped project episode 3, because they were making episode 3 because there were supposed to be 3 episodes after. There's Half-Life 2, there's episode 1, and there's episode 2.
When was episode? I don't mean to cut you off. When was episode 2 released?
Yeah, if you give me just one moment.
I want to say it was 2018, wasn't it? 2017 or 2018? If
no, it was before that.
It was before that.
Half-Life Ep 2. 2007.
Oh shit! Oh my god! I'm sorry.
Yes, Half-Life released in 2005. Half-Life 2 released in 2004. They followed up with episode 1 and then episode 2. And it says that episode 3, while getting strong development, they didn't agree on the direction of the game, and so it was.
This is why I respect Valve. Valve is not a publicly traded company. I can't buy stock in Valve if I wanted to. It's privately owned. And because of that, they're not sort of beholden to the shareholders. So they do what they want. So they, in theory, can take a game all the way to the point where it is in beta or ready to go beta and say, fuck it, we don't like it anymore, so and cancel it. I mean, they're going to take a huge loss, but if they're willing to eat it, they can. You know,
and that's why I'm excited about their hardware coming out. This,
oh, really?
The Steam machine.
No.
Listen, the Steam machine, definitely not. Definitely not. My PC crushes that. The Steam frame. I've been wanting to get a VR headset, and I was sold on getting the Quest 3 with the pancake lenses instead of the Fresnel lenses, which suck around the edges. So I was thinking, okay, I'll wait to see what the Quest 4 is going to be like. And then they launched this, and then they dropped this Steam frame, and I watched Linus Tech Tips where he got hands-on with it and was given his honest opinion, and I was like, and then I hear that they're going to market it competing with the Quest in price range, and I'm like, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the Steam frame as soon as it releases. I'm finally going to get a VR headset so that I can play Alyx. I can play what is it? Oh shoot,
Batman?
The Zombies game. All the games. Sunshine in Arizona and everything.
The Darth Vader game is wild, dude. The Star Wars game.
Yes, I want to play all that shit.
I was never a online. I was never a VR guy, and you guys have known this because I've said this before. It's so much. I'm not comfortable spending $600 on something that I do not know if I'm going to get the utility of. But as I said,
now he owns 2 of them.
Well, I mean, so now I own 2 of them, right? I own the Meta Quest 3 and I now own the PlayStation VR 2, both of which I can't play games on my regular TV anymore. I got to play it on VR. I got to play, dude. I mean, even a game like, I mean, I know this is going to be trivial to most people listening to the show, but No Man's Sky VR. I played that for the first time the other night. And oh my fucking God. It is amazing. I mean, it's like it gives you playing on VR gives me, it's like playing the games for the first time. I was playing Dragon Quest 1 the other night on HD Dragon Quest 1 HD2D on my VRA with a 120-inch screen. Bro, you could think I was giddy. I was like this 10-year-old. I was just imagining things. Like imagine Punch Out playing Punch Out with this thing, or playing this. I mean, it's like a breath of fresh air when you're playing video games, when you're playing it in VR. I mean, and I don't even play a lot of VR games. I just use it for the virtual screen, and I think it's still, even if you use VR for the virtual screen, like I paid $200 for the PSVR 2, I think it's well worth it for the virtual screen, even if you don't play a single VR game. I mean, I think it's wonderful.
And that's another good thing about Valve, is because Valve, you won't be able to go to Best Buy and buy a Steam frame or a Steam machine. Valve sells all their stuff from their page, their store. They can subsidize everything. That's how they made the Steam Deck. They sold it at a reasonable price because they can eat that cost, because they have a service, Steam, that makes billions a year by every piece they get off of every purchase made on that platform. It's the largest gaming store on PC. They're swimming in dough. And they don't put out crap. They don't do crap. I mean, the first Steam box, I didn't agree. As soon as we found out that it was going to be, what's the word I'm looking for, Paul? When they have other companies make their consoles for them. What is that?
OEMs.
Yeah. Yeah. When
You mean OEMs? Like that?
Yeah. Well, it's they had Alienware, which at the
Right.
time, I mean, and Alienware is still very expensive. It's a very expensive PC company.
Right.
Alienware did the first Steam box, and it's like, seriously? You notice this Steam box has nothing on it but the Steam emblem.
Yep. Because
It's
I've
going to
said
be-
on this show before, if they like when Dell had their Alienware line, you're paying more for the name than you are for any value.
Yeah, Dell XPS.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are basically, since we're talking about the Steam frame, what are the hardware specifications for that? Is it pancake lenses, or what is the resolution?
Yes, it's supposed to be pancake lenses. It's going to be 2160 by 2160 per eye.
Okay.
It's going to be a full squared 4K display behind each eye.
How does it
will not
compare
be
to the Index? Their prior
It's going to be
offering.
better. It'll be better than the Index.
Okay, cool. Okay.
It's going to be very comparable. It's going to be very comparable to the MetaQuest 3, except this one will come with eye tracking built in, and
Is it a standalone
to keep-
device, or do you need the Steam Deck or Steam Box or whatever, or a PC?
No, it is a standalone device. It will come with a dongle that you can plug in to the USB port on your computer, and it will transmit. It's going to be wireless. The battery is going to be built into the head strap, and you can stream it. They're using a new technology where the eye tracking is going to track where your eyes are looking, and it's going to be kind of a DLSS or FSR sort of thing. So where your eyes are looking is where most of the graphical power is going to be used. That way it will cut down on wireless bandwidth. And Linus Tech Tips, he said he tested it. What's his name? The guy that I don't like on Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
I hate listening to him talk. I'd rather just stick a corkscrew in my ears. Oliver. I'm sure Oliver's a great guy, but listening to him talk, I can't.
And he will blah 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 talk like this.
I can't. Oh, it's like his tongue doesn't give his mouth room to get the words out without getting in the way. But he was talking about it, and he was talking about seeing it in, like firsthand impressions. And he was like, I tried doing it. I tried moving my head. I tried moving my eyes. I could not catch. He said, I could tell it was happening, but it wasn't noticeable to the point where it took me out of the experience. It is this this focusing on where your eyes are looking and focusing the graphical power and the resolution and the clarity on that point is working so quickly on the Steam frame that he couldn't tell a difference.
Okay.
And that's
my thought is, how fast does it realize when you've moved your eyes around?
It's apparently it's very fast. The only drawback that anybody could give the Steam frame was that it does have it has pass through vision. So you can, if you need to take care of something, you can go to pass through and see your surroundings, but it's an IR monochrome.
Oh, it's black and white.
Which is
Ugh.
that's one of the things that I like about the 3 better than the 2 is it was no longer monochrome, it was color, and you could really.
So it is monochrome, but in darkness it is IR monochrome. And they are going to sell, you will be able to add color pass-throughs if you want.
How can they?
It will be an upgrade. It will be a module that you take the front off and you just add the color lenses. The color cameras.
I guarantee you, with that color camera, I guarantee you it's going to be close to $1,000, if more. I
guarantee you right now that the Steam frame will not be any more than $600.
Really?
Yeah, but if you want to add the
Yes.
camera, though, how much is the additional camera going to?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I wouldn't expect that. I would not expect that add-on to be more than. I mean, we're only talking about. It doesn't have to be high definition. We can talk about 2-color 720 cameras. But you got to remember one thing though. When you go color, you're going to lose any kind of night vision. So if you're in a dimly lit room or anything, they said there wasn't a problem with bleed in or anything like that. But I don't know.
Well, I know the MetaQuest 2 doesn't like dimly lit rooms. It needs light to feed off of.
Yeah, I mean, all of these things need light to feed off of. Even like the PSVR 2, I cannot play any VR game with the PSVR 2 without my lights being on, because it just does not register. Even with the MetaQuest 3, I can't even register it. You know, like if I
I see God Lord Hungry says sounds
he's
like
been trolling you all night.
Sounds like it wishes it was a PSVR 2. I don't have anything against the PSVR 2. The only problem that I do have with the PSVR 2 is that yes, it is wired, and I did give my PS5 to my son so he could play Astro Bot, and that he has taken that console over. It is his now. I still have my PS4 Pro back here.
But bro, playing Astrobot with the VR headset, man, that's like next level, dude. With all the vibration, I was playing. It's worth the $200 experience that I had paid for. I mean, it's not okay. Let me full disclosure. There's no way you can convince me that thing is worth $600 because I'm happy I didn't buy it for $600, but for $200.
So Frayed Voyage brings up a good point, and the tethered cable is a bit of a hassle.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, if I'm going to play VR, it's not going to be. If I had a PSVR 2 headset, I would try to use it with my PC, because if you look at the offerings on Steam VR versus the offerings on console VR, it's like looking at the moon versus the Earth.
But
it's fucking huge.
Okay, but at the same time, if you're using wireless, you are going to get some sort of inherent lag. And that was the whole situation.
No. They said no. They said the dongle that comes with the Stream frame is going 7 gigahertz.
But that's only for the Steam
fast.
Link, right? Where their Steam VR app. That is only for their app. But like if you're trying to, of course, use it for like something else like PlayStation or Xbox, I guarantee you
PlayStation has to be wired directly into your computer. There is no wireless option for the PSVR 2. Right. You have to get the adaptation kit, which keeps you tied down with a wire.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest with you, if it's just one wire and the way, again, I mean, it depends on what you want out of VR games. If you're looking to play games like Beat Saber and flail your arms around like crazy, then maybe a cord would be
tear
a bother,
some shit up.
right? Yeah. But
it's been a while since I played Beat Saber, but yeah.
But I mean, unfortunately, for me, if I'm going to be playing it for the virtual screen experience, and I'm sitting down, then, the cord doesn't really bother me at all. In fact, if it kills off my lag, which it does, I'm actually okay with it, because it's only one cord and it's like 14 feet, so it's like, Yeah, I mean, the only thing you have to be careful about if you like trip over it, but I wouldn't,
I never.
It
have that
will-
problem. I never have
the
that
Steam-
problem, so, yeah.
The Steam frame is supposed to be a standalone unit as well. So the Steam frame will basically in its native form without being streamed from your PC from Steam VR, it will basically act like a Steam machine running Steam VR, which I think they said that's 4 to 6 times faster than a Steam Deck. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to have the standalone. It's going to have the latest Snapdragon processor in it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, looking for. I will be right back, guys. I got to go look for something
All
for the wife. She just texted me to go look at something to make sure she dropped it by the front door, and I got to drain the lizard too. So I'll be right back.
No problem. All right, so let's quickly talk about one topic that just happened actually today. Yeah, Netflix bought Warner Brothers. Did y'all hear about that?
No, I was a rock. What the hell?
Is that so? Have they bought just the rights to stream those movies and shows,
No,
or
no,
have
no,
they?
no. This is, if it goes through, this is a full-blown buyout.
Oh, seriously? Really?
Yep.
But I thought that Netflix couldn't pay their bills, and even though they were making millions of
I don't
dollars,
know
they're
where you've
in
been hearing
debt.
that shit, but
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, stay off of Icon Era. Yeah,
so what does that mean? Like, does that mean that we're going to be? So what is they're going to shutter HBO Max and move everything to?
No. But it does mean they have the full library. They have everything, and they've said that the window between things being in theater and going to streaming may be shorter. But the deal isn't done yet. But this is better than if Paramount would have got it.
Right.
Paramount would have fucked it up big time.
Yeah, Paramount would have definitely. But
we don't know what this means in the way of the games and stuff.
Right.
We remember, and all I keep saying is I hope one of the first things they do is they tell David Zaslav that he can take a flying leap and go get a job somewhere else, because he's the one who's kind of screwed up WB.
Right.
He's the one who he killed their animation department. He cut off a lot of the DC stuff. So, I mean, I haven't had time, but I was gonna dig into it more to see what's really possibly gonna happen. But we don't have a lot of information right now.
Yeah, I think the news just dropped today, so it's not like it's just
Right.
pretty fresh as well. So we don't know exactly all the deals because it was huge. At first, I just thought that okay, they just got back the license to stream HBO Max movies and stuff.
No. This is a complete breaking off from Discovery.
They got it all.
Yeah, this is a done deal. This is well, it's not done. Don't let me. Okay, so remember, still got to get it approved by the FCC, just like this stuff.
The FCC have no balls left.
Can I talk, please? So.
Go ahead.
But it's still got to get all that stuff, just like the Microsoft merger did with.
Right.
So and Elizabeth Warren, bless her heart, she probably doesn't know what she's talking about again, but she's lashing out. She makes a point though, because this will make them almost a monopoly in some ways. So they may actually have some pushback here, and some people have said they've done this because if they can it, because. Remember, Trump's buddies, the president's buddies, are the ones at Paramount. They're
Right.
the ones who want it,
Right.
and Trump wants them to have it.
Right.
So this is going to be an interesting fight.
Well, let me ask you a question. If they get HBO Max, does that mean they get so because HBO wasn't that a part of Hulu as well, or no? Is that separate?
No.
Okay. Okay, Hulu
No,
was Disney, ABC, and
HBO Cinemax is part of the Discovery and WB and that group.
okay. Now we know they bought the movie division, but we don't know if they bought the gaming division with all of the Batmans and all that other stuff, right?
No, apparently they bought it all. DC, the whole thing.
Oh wow! This is big. Then this is
It
huge.
could be big depending on how well they utilize it.
This is true. It depends on how they use it. That is
I mean, it's
correct.
big either way, but it could just be a lot of crash and burn.
Stein asked a big important question today, and we asked it on Wednesday on Bob's show too. Will we get the Nemesis system back? That's the important
I would
question.
love the fucking Nemesis system, man. Yeah, we were talking about that on that show.
I think ultimately Netflix's problem will be, do they want to Netflix or do they want money? Because they're not, especially with the gaming stuff, they aren't pulling a massive quantity of people from where they are.
Oh, cozy. Yeah, Sherry. How
Well,
are you
I
doing,
mean,
baby?
no, but I mean, like, you know, and you're right about that. I don't think they're going to get any more subscribers above and beyond who they already have. If you're not already subscribed to Netflix, the fact that you can now all of a sudden stream HBO stuff doesn't really move the needle, Lenny. If you ask
Well,
me,
actually, no, you're wrong. It could,
it could.
because
Okay.
it could pull people from, instead of subbing to HBO, they move over to sub to Netflix. It's just going to move where people are paying their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, it makes me actually worry about like the actual movies, because yeah.
I mean, so now Netflix controls the next Batman movie, and I don't
Pretty
know.
much.
And I honestly just think Netflix is so garbage at making movies.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's like,
Yeah, no, actually, she's not. The Knives Out movie, those are Netflix produced movies.
oh really? The Knives Out movies were Netflix? I did not know that. Oh wow. Cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Amazon. Wasn't Knives Out
No,
Amazon?
Those are Netflix.
Oh, serious. But why did then Amazon have the right to stream the movie and not
next-
Netflix?
What are you talking about?
I remember
the
seeing
Glass
Knives Out
Onion
over and over again promoted
the
on
Glass
Amazon
Onion
Prime, but it
Glass
wasn't
Onion and
promoted on
Knives Out
Netflix
is
any.
on Netflix, yeah. Those are.
Oh, okay. I could be wrong. Okay. Yeah. So,
You are wrong.
No, I'm
Yeah,
always
you
wrong.
are.
So, okay, KY or Triple, you have anything to say about this potential buyout of Netflix to HBO?
Right.
No. I'm good. I'm good with it. I mean, I get HBO Max free with we've been AT&T customers for almost 25 to 30 years now.
Mhm.
We get HBO Max free with AT&T.
Yep.
Maybe getting that balled into Netflix will be a good thing. Because Netflix, I'm sorry, I think Netflix, I have to disagree with you wholeheartedly. I think Netflix, they make good movies, they make good TV series. That's why, I mean, some of the best TV series are on Netflix, and some of the
only thing I don't like about what they do is, even when they had the best, sometimes they'll do 3 seasons and out. They'll cut their losses basically.
Yeah.
And that's the only downside is
Yeah.
they invest all this money and then all of a sudden it's gone. And it's like,
Yeah.
Can my league get some closure?
Yeah, and they don't give really their viewing community time to adopt it. Like you'll see, it's happened many times with Netflix. You'll see a show, it'll come out, and they'll not order a new season of it, and all of a sudden it's like hotcakes, and everybody's watching it. It's in the top 10, but guess what? There's not another season coming out, and then you find out a year later that they've approved a new season, and it's like
that's what happened with Squid Games, because Squid Games, they bought it, it came out in I think it was Korea. And it was released, and they didn't think anything of it. They thought it was just going to die a miserable death, and all of a sudden, everybody in the world wanted it. And they're like, "Shit, we need a sequel," So
something you may not have known about Squid Games. So Netflix has a very nifty technology that they use for voiceovers. And that started with Squid Games. If you watch Squid Games is done in Korean. Okay. But if you watch Squid Games, the English voiceover, it is AI that is actually making their lips look like they are speaking English.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I remember seeing that. But you see, that's the shit
What
that's
I've heard with the Amazon stuff where they're doing like AI dubs.
Yeah.
It is god
Amazon
awful.
needs to fix their,
Oh, but
subtitles,
Netflix
though,
is
man.
really
The
good, though.
subtitles are awful. Yeah.
Amazon has some movies that why are they only available in the dub version, and it pisses me off.
No, but the funny thing about all this is this: there was this episode of Black Mirror where who was
I wish that would come back. I so wish that would come back.
there was an episode of Black Mirror where this lady sees her life being portrayed as a TV drama every night. And so what happens to her day in the daytime basically is what happens at night on the TV show. And they were talking about how they can do AI and make it all generated. And I'm like, fuck, that could really happen. That shit is scary as all get out, you know? So anyhow, yeah. All right, Triple, what about you?
I want to.
Go ahead.
I want an AI service one day that I can go, okay, put on my VR headset and say, I want Sandra Bullock to have sex with me. And it'll make it happen. I want AI that good.
That will be the end of humanity right then and there. I swear to you, God, that is it. We are done as a species. Forget about going to new planets or new galaxies. We're fine. We're barely gonna get out of this house anymore. Forget the planet. All right, Triple, you were saying? Sorry.
I really don't have much to say. See,
Well,
I
that was
had
the part
pants
of
out
the
essentially.
holodeck on Star Trek that they never talked about.
And it was
Yes.
frowned upon to use your coworkers.
Yeah.
You're-
But they never talked about who had to go to clean up after Wesley.
They did have a real life rule about the holodeck though, and that is what happens in the holodeck stays in the holodeck.
That's right.
Oh shit! Let's be honest. The first thing that if they ever invented the holodeck, the first thing somebody's gonna do is figure out how to put porn on that motherfucker. So you know that.
Well, that's why they had you couldn't use real crew members in your holodecks. They were like, no.
I mean,
Surprising.
It was Wesley who broke that rule, by the way. So
I
like,
would never have left the holodeck ever in my life.
I'm going into this holodeck simulation. I will be the only one wearing a blue uniform. Everybody else will be wearing a red one. I guarantee I live.
Oh, no. Remember there was that other episode of Black Mirror where the guy would take the DNA and they recreate them on the computer screen and stuff.
Yes.
And it mimicked Star Trek. It was you could imagine that shit happening. That's why I love Black Mirror, man. That's why I love Black Mirror. So yeah. Anyhow, let's move on to our next topics. The next small topic: the guy who played Shang Tsung in the original Mortal Kombat has passed away. So yeah, rest in peace, Shang Tsung. Your soul is mine, you know. So yeah, so
Yep.
It shows up to heaven. Your soul is mine. Well, I'm glad
Finish
your
him.
soul is mine.
he was 85. It wasn't unexpected.
I know, but still, like you remember him in that movie, and you're like, well, fuck, he's dead now. Oh, shoot. Now, speaking of old age, so something happened to me today. So, how many of y'all remember filling out the unit circle in school? Your teacher made you fill out the unit circle, right?
Oh.
Okay, well, you probably did it in pre-cal or algebra 2 is like the unit circle, root 3 over 2, 1/2, root 2 over 2, and all that jazz.
Math
So-
stuff. Oh yeah, you lost me already.
Yeah, well, so anyhow, normally it's a rite of passage, and normally it takes me about a minute and 30 seconds to fill out a full unit circle. So today the students timed me, and it took me 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and that was not because I didn't know the numbers, but because my arthritis in my right hand would not let me write fast.
You gotta fight through the pain, man.
And they're like, why did you take so long, mister? And I'm like, well, because my arthritis. So that's when you know you're old when the brain
Are
moves
you
fast.
injured or are you hurt? No, that's the coach's tag. Are you injured or are you hurt?
They're like, oh, so the calculation of the numbers was not the problem. It was the arthritis. I said, yep. They're like, damn, you're old. I said, so there you go. All right. Yeah. So Shang Tsung passed away. So rest in peace, my man. So yeah, hopefully your soul is somebody else's. I guess. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. All right. Okay, we gotta ask. Okay, so now we're getting into some of the main topics. So let's go into.
Wait, I gotta ask you a question though, Mr. Indian. How do you feel about Modi kissing up to Putin today or yesterday?
Modi Modi plays the field. He's got Putin in his pocket. He's got Trump in his pocket. If that means he's got to do a little brown nose, and that's okay. I respect anybody who can play the field. All right. He's like, okay, he goes to America and America welcomes with open arms. He goes to America's nemesis and they welcome him with open arms. Hey, so I have no problems with Modi.
I didn't think it was funny. There's a shot of him and Putin in the car, and Putin's holding his nose, and everybody's like, "They need to put down the windows, man." Too much curry going on in there. Yeah.
Little bit.
All right. Okay. One of the smaller topics today. Eidos Montreal had some layoffs, and apparently they had the next Legacy of Kain in development, and that pretty much is done. So, any takers on this? Eidos Montreal. I'm pissed because I would literally give my left testicle, in fact, my right. Take both testicles. I'm not using them anymore. So yeah,
you ain't doing nothing with them anyway. So yeah.
I might as well bring them to good use or something. If sacrificing my testicles means that I can get another Legacy of Kain, I'm down for it. So there you go. Yeah. So any takers on this? Anybody have anything to say about this?
At least 12 developers affected. How many developers do they have though? Is 12 like 50% of their staff, or is it like 0.2%?
12 of the 15 developers. Yeah. But it's like 50. Yeah, but I don't know what to say to that.
I mean that's part of it though. It's like, okay, they laid off 12 out of how many?
Yeah, exactly. Out of
100,000.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
12 out of 13.
Oh,
1 AI to run the whole go.
All that's left is one guy in the mirror screaming to himself, "Gotta do crunch, gotta get this done." Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's see here. Where did it go? Where did that fucking statue go? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to look that up.
Something about horses refusing something up there, but I don't know what that was all about.
Some sort of porn. I don't know. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, look at it. Wait, no, go back. Destiny 2. He admits that no, not that far up.
What happened with Destiny 2?
It was like 3 things up, dude. It was like.
You have piqued my curiosity.
Okay, let me go back.
It was. He basically said that the whatever of Fate, the expansion they did.
Oh, Edge of Fate.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about that. While I pull up the
We're edging
Edge
our
of Fate
fate.
didn't work. Okay, well,
yeah, he said the Edge of Fate didn't work, and the Renegade's launch performance falls behind previous releases. So yeah, go ahead, Triple. This is you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't know where to start with Edge of Fate. I mean, community sentiment was really low when it came out, and coming off of the final shape, where big conclusion of the Light and Dark saga, many people have said this is my out point for Destiny. I'm not surprised to see, for one, the reception for Edge of Fate, but two, also with Renegades, with the numbers being lower than previous entries. Again, like a lot of people just say like, hey, I'm done with Destiny. And as I said, with Edge of Fate not doing such a good job with keeping people on board, I'm not surprised to see that people didn't show up for Renegades either. Me, myself, being the, I don't like a better word, the person who plays too much Destiny, I got the yearly expansion, so I was already in Renegades before it even came out. But with other people not showing up to it, I'm not surprised. And I know this is a Star Wars thing, but you can only do so much to bring people back into the game. And it's
Star Wars theme.
You have a lightsaber now.
I don't think they're gonna.
It's not called a lightsaber, but you have a lightsaber.
The only thing that's gonna save Destiny is if we get a Destiny 3.
Oh yeah, which people have I think rumored that it was in development, but it's going to be a while before we see a Destiny 3, I think. And I'm surprised that Bungie even, I'm curious as to what their thought process was with not Like, hey, ship the final shape. I know Destiny's their biggest, their only money maker at
Well,
this point. So maybe they just needed to
we
keep
talked
it.
about this before. I mean, a lot of us thought the final fate, okay, they're going to wrap up
Final
that
shape.
storyline, they're done.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they're trying to go back, and it's like, stop it.
Well, the problem with with Destiny is just that since they don't have marathon, so this is their only game making money for them. So to keep the game alive and putting content out, it makes sense. But a lot of people are saying like, hey, it'd be nice if you final shape. That's it. We're out. Maybe you get an update every now and then just to fine tune some things, but we're moving over to the next game. But they didn't. Hey, we're changing some things up, introducing some new systems, try to keep the players engaged, and they just messed it up in so many different regards.
At this juncture, I don't see the point of them sort of. It seems like them doing Destiny is just like prolonging the inevitable. You know, it just feels like they're just sort of kicking the can down the road a little bit. You know, it's just like.
I mean, yeah, marathons on hold for or still in development for indefinitely, as far as we can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So Destiny is all they have. So
Yeah.
you know, for them to keep trying to keep the game alive with again with Renegades and the content in between, it makes sense. But now it's just, again, if we are going to get a D3, what's it going to look like? If Marathon is still being worked on, how long do we expect to see Marathon in development until we see it again? And yeah, so.
I'm sharing a picture right now, Wize, with the rest of the panel. That is the picture during the daytime of the statue in the desert, the Mojave Desert that everybody's talking about.
Yeah. So that's
Fallout?
what we're going to be talking about next is the VGA mysterious statue. So yeah, y'all have seen this, of course. It's like everyone is sort of talking about this right now on Twitter. It's this little mysterious statue that Kaylee was tweeting out, and at first I think there was like a God of War and Diablo 4 that was shot down. Jason Schreier said that he knows what it is, but he's not going to divulge it. But it's a big one. He said it's a nice one.
I know what it is. But I won't tell you.
I think that's BS too. I think there's a good chance that that's BS. Doing it, I know what it is, but I'm not going to report about it right now. Okay.
Why tell us you know what it is? Why you tell us you know what it is?
That's why I think it's BS, because that's what
people. What's in the box? What's in the box?
It's like I know, but I'm not going to tell you. Bullshit.
I know,
you don't know
but you
shit.
don't.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. So what you're saying is it's a video game adaptation of 7? Is that what you?
Yeah.
Go. So now people are seeing a bear in here. There's an alligator. I think somebody said last night.
Well, okay.
like
here's what it is. Okay, you see that there are skulls on the door. If you are a huge fan of Dark Souls like I am, you know that this is a reference to Nito, the first of the dead or whatever. So therefore, this is a Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne trequel or some shit. I don't know.
Well, last night, Max said
the daylight shot, it looks like a vagina or a butthole.
Well, last night I was on Mooch's show and Mag was there. And Mag said that is something from a Japanese developer. Now, Sega is a Japanese developer. You know what game they made back in the day that had a bear and an alligator?
Altered Beast.
Altered Beast.
You know what's really wild? I just was considering, like, I was just considering putting it on my what you call it, Altered Beast, on my emulator on my PC because I play it on my phone.
Right.
Just last night, I was like, maybe I should just move this too.
Now you're getting a spiritual successor, apparently. To that game.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably not. Let's be honest.
You see, I looked at it and I said, okay, I immediately thought Candy Crush or Mario Brothers.
Wow.
Wow, you are really demented. You see these games differently than we do. I got to tell you.
People are on Twitter.
You know what? Maybe it is.
So
Maybe it is
you're saying
God of
it's not
War.
the
So
new
you got
Paw
the bear.
Patrol?
That's
It's not the new
Atreus.
Paw Patrol?
And then you had the skulls, which is like Anubis or something, right? In Egypt or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they were talking about the new god. And then somebody, I think Corey Barlog came on somebody's show and he said, it is not God of War. Now, Corey Barlog, they said last night, does troll people. So people are like, oh, so it's not God of War, but it could be.
Watch it going to be God of trickery because the tray is low-key or something like that. So technically it's not God of War, but it's God of something.
So yeah, I mean, people are talking about how much of a troll Corley Barlog is. So People are like,
We've
running
all
with that.
seen leaked footage too of God of War Egypt. We know it's coming.
We have.
just
You've
when
seen
they
the
let-
leaked footage. When or where?
Yes, there's leaked footage online. You can see screenshots and stuff of God of War Egypt.
Please
I
tell
will
me they are
now
not
Google
sending. Oh my God, he's going to kill off the Egyptian pantheon now. Oh fuck, this is getting too long in the
See,
tooth, man.
as always, Kratos is just chilling, vibing, enjoying himself, and someone pulled up and wanted to smoke.
If Hercules and Xena can do it, so can they. Okay, I mean,
Shit, I want them to send that little punk motherfucker to India and try to take off the Hindu pantheon. I want to see them fight
Damn.
with God
You know
with
what?
arms.
With AI and shit like that, I can't trust any images now. Now I think about it. You know, it's
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, it's AI. We don't know.
I mean, to be honest with you, if they launched God of War through the next God of War, whatever they call it, and it's basically more God of War, but now with the Egyptian pantheon, it would be like one of the biggest letdowns ever. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Come on,
I think it wouldn't be one of the
It would
biggest
be-
letdowns. I
yeah,
think it would be more of
I-
the same.
It's. I mean, if they take it to Egypt, I'm not against it. It's just, what are we getting? Because I feel like with was it the original Greek saga? You had to play one way. You had the Norse saga play it another way. If you go into the Egyptian world, now you need to add a new twist on it, and don't make it just for like God of War Ragnarok Egypt edition.
I personally don't even think it is God of War. I mean, I was looking at it and I was thinking more like I was actually thinking Diablo more than anything else, because it looks like something. It looks like Metzen's old artwork. The guy who used to do all the artwork for Diablo, and it looks like something that he would do.
It does look like one of the towers that we used in Diablo to do some of this stuff. Except, like I pointed on Bob's show, you can't see it, but if you look on the bottom of it in the center, those are steps. That thing is really big by scale, and those are steps.
It's the next Final Fantasy.
It could. Well, shit. I mean, it could be. It could be. I mean, like it could be another. I thought Lords of the Fallen would be another.
Already so soon.
Well, I
What's
mean,
it called?
I'm
Lord's
surprised
Fallen?
that game. I'm
Lord's-
surprised Lords of
Lord's
the
Fallen.
Fallen would even get any kind of addition, because that game flopped so hard.
Lords of the Fallen 2.
Wasn't like the CEO like causing a whole
That's
bunch
what
of
it
stir on
is.
Twitter at one point?
It's Concord 2.
No, we're finally getting Recore sequel. Let's go. How you make a Concord?
Well, everyone wanted a new Hi-Fi Rush, so apparently that's what they're doing here. So, I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Gonna be.
It looks like something that would fit at home in a game like Hellblade or
I was thinking the same, but
yeah.
I mean, given how
Come
long
on,
it was
it's
before we got the last Hellblade,
It's a
it'd be
butthole
interesting.
with tentacles reaching out to grab you.
I watched enough Japanese cartoon to know where this is going.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what it is. And I mean, it's fulfilling its purpose in spades. It's fulfilling its purpose in spades
talking
because
Yeah.
its purpose is for us to start a conversation about what in God's name this thing is. And guess what we're doing? We're talking about what in God's name this thing is.
I'm telling you, they're gonna build up all this thing, and it's gonna be like the new Barbie Land game.
Oh Jesus! At the same time, I gotta commend them, because really, when was the last time any of us can remember us getting a tease like this in a real life object placed in coordinates that are given to you online, and it's there in the middle of the Mojave Desert? That's pretty fucking cool, man. I mean, that is. We haven't seen like games getting pumped in real life, because we live in the digital age and everybody's streaming now, and so you get touches.
I know what it is, because I know who would spend money to do something like this, and big, and it's loud, and it's getting attention. Grumps. This is Grumps' new game. This is it.
Oh God!
Hey, okay. So Mag did say as a Japanese developer, is it possible this could be the next Castlevania?
Well, that's Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. Oh, it could be another.
I'ma
Shoot, it could
stop.
be another. Well, see, that's what I went to
If
last
it
night. It could be
were,
another
that'd
game
be
from
wild.
Software.
If we got Elden Ring 2 Egypt edition, I'll be fine with that too.
But but would they be releasing a game because they're working on Duskbloods for the Switch 2? I think, right? Still, so
What'd you say they're working on butt plugs? What'd you say they're working on butt plugs?
Was it Duskbloods or Duskbloods?
Yeah,
or
for
something?
this. Yeah, for
Yeah,
the
is
Switch.
it like a standalone Switch game or something? But yeah. But I know they're working on that. So maybe that's a secondary team, and maybe this might be their first. I don't know. I mean, I know everyone probably wants it to be from software, but I mean, I just hope that it's not going to be a big fucking letdown, which it probably is going to be. So,
Yeah. I don't think that with everything on the horizons, I mean, I would not put it. So we know next year is Xbox's 25th anniversary, and
Okay.
Xbox is making a big deal about this. I remember what happened when they made a big deal in 2020 about the next console. I think we're going to be
I
very
remember all the Halo stuff that was on the Doritos
Yeah.
box and the Coke box.
Taco Bell.
I think we're going to be very pleasantly surprised with all the reveals from. I think they're just going to roll out the red carpet, and we're going to get reveal after reveal after reveal. We're probably going to see some. Yes, we're going to see a touch on Magnus. We may see a touch on PS6, the handheld to pair with it. We're going to see a lot of things. This is definitely going to be probably. I mean, we always say that we watch the Game Awards not for the awards because we don't really care because Keely's biased and he loves Kojima, and so we watch it for the reveals.
He
And I
loved
think
Kojima
that
a long time. Is what.
yeah, I think this Game Awards will really be where the day after we go, I don't remember who won anything because the reveals were so amazing. I think they're going to be some door stoppers. They're going to be awesome. They're going to really be awesome.
I mean, I really do hope the poor guy does work hard has been working hard on that show, and it needs to.
He works hard for money.
I mean, I don't know.
So hard for
I guess if I was putting
money.
money on it, I would probably go with Altered Beast because I know Sega said a couple of months ago that they're
It's Phoenix Rising too. Ain't that what it was?
Phoenix Rising.
Not Phoenix. What was the game from Ubisoft where you're like fighting?
Altered Beast would not make sense.
Phoenix. What was that game called?
Yeah, Phoenix Rising.
Yeah.
Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, Immortal.
Yeah, that was a great game. Loved it.
Yeah, it was a good
I
game. It
loved
was
it.
one of the better
That's what
games
this
they
is,
made.
yeah.
In fact, I mean,
It was the best game made by Ubisoft that year. Because Ubisoft, remember, everybody was giving them criticism, and then they came out with that, and it was like, wow, where were you keeping this at? Holy shit.
well, here's the thing that people are not talking about, right? If somebody's building this and putting it up, erecting it in the Mojave Desert, it is probably something. It's probably not a throwaway game, and it probably has a pretty big marketing muscle behind it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
who can?
that's not Microsoft. That they don't use their marketing muscle. They
Yeah, definitely not Microsoft.
So it's probably not Microsoft. It's probably a PlayStation game, and I'm thinking it's probably one of their first parties. Because Nintendo really doesn't offer a lot for their first party reveals in the VGAs, and Microsoft, as Cerebral said, does not put a lot of money in an announcement of a game per se. But PlayStation could be. I mean, it could be their next game from Santa Monica. Because we don't know.
I mean, Santa Monica, because we haven't heard from them in a while.
Right, because like right now we know of what I was going to say.
Maybe it's Nathan Drake on an undead journey.
If we get another Uncharted in the middle of the Prophecy, whatever game, and I couldn't have given me freaking The Last of Us Factions 2. I'm just like, fuck off.
Last of Us Factions 2.
Like this is what we canceled Factions for, though, buddy.
We had to make it a live service, but we're making like 2 single player games at the same time. Like you could have just launched a traditional multiplayer updated.
Because then you can't make money off of it like that, and we need a game that makes the money like that.
I know.
Well, I know for my part, when I first saw it in passing before it blew up on Twitter, I thought it was some marketing stunt from Blizzard because it looks like something Blizzard would do, and I'm like, okay, it's probably something to announce the new season.
Diablo Immortal new content update.
Shit. I mean, everyone has phones, so why not?
Early April Fool joke.
So-
Do you guys not have phones?
exactly. All right, yeah, but when is the? Oh, by the way, when is the VGAs? What day?
Next Thursday.
December 11th.
Next Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Man,
Not
sheesh.
gonna
Yes.
lie,
This
I
thing's going
never
by
actually
fast.
watch them.
We will be streaming the Game Awards live on for our episode of Game Set Live next week.
But Game Set Live is on a Wednesday.
Next
I'm
week.
changing it.
You were-
I'm
you were-
changing it.
You know, here's the scary thing, Bob. He was on the show last night when we talked about this.
I know.
No, I left before
I know.
we talked about it the other night. Yeah.
So I didn't want to do the show the day before and then have to wait 7 days to talk about it. So we moved the show to Thursday night so that we can live stream the entire show during our podcast and get it done and over with. First to bat.
Okay, well, cool. I mean, yeah.
At least, see, like, why? At least for us to show it the next day, so it's not like we have to talk about, okay, what's going to happen next week during the Game Awards? Because if you're going to do that tonight, Wise, I'm leaving because I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you what happened at the Game Awards. Games will be announced, awards will be given, and there will be a music finale.
And Jeff Keighley will try to fondle Kojima on stage.
Yes. Jeff,
And I'll
where's
try-
your other
I'm gonna
hand?
be
Between
taking
two
my
pillows.
I'm going
Those
to do my
are
level best to get the
pillows.
best angle to look up that woman's skirt that keeps announcing all the awards because she's
the
fine
one who
as
wears
fuck.
the Muppet. Yeah, the one who wears the Muppet skin. Yeah. Well,
No, that
Yeah.
lady, the girl who announces all the inconsequential awards, she's
I
hot
know,
as
but
fuck.
remember 2 years ago she wore a
The
dress that
Muppet
was
outfit.
basically looked
Jessica,
like a fur Muppet
Jessica
skin.
Koba.
Yeah.
looked like a fur-
No, it's not Jessica. It was some other lady. But yeah, you're right. The
Jessica
other-
Koba
a couple of
is
years
very
ago,
hot,
she
though.
wore something that reminded me of Cookie Monster or something like that. So, yes.
It's more of a
C
telly.
is for cookie. That's good enough for me. So there you go. All right. Okay. PlayStation partners with Bad Robot for new game from a Left 4 Dead creator. So this is an announced game that is going to be a 4-person co-op made by this company called Bad Robot.
Bad
who-
Robot.
yes.
Didn't he? What I heard, was that like Hirsch Cowley dog outro or something like that? I am going back in time right now.
Yeah. So,
Some show. What show was that?
what? What show?
There's a show where at the when they do out their outro credits and stuff like that, there
A
it's just-
Bad Robot.
exactly. I'm trying to remember what show that was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
There were
Love,
a
Death, and
couple-
Robots?
No, I think there was something on for or not Cartoon Network, but Comedy Central's like late night cartoon shit too.
Oh. With robots like this?
No, it was Bad Robot. It was specifically
Bad
Bad
Okay.
Robot.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy, the people
a
here
lot
made
of
Back 4
stuff.
Blood, and now they're making this other game, and yeah. So Back 4 Blood was not that well received. However, Left 4 Dead is still a industry darling, if you will. So hopefully they are going to make another Left 4 Dead spiritual successor, which is a true spiritual successor and not a fucking card game, which was Back 4 Blood. So I freaking did not care for Back. Did y'all like Back 4 Blood? Did y'all play it?
It was all right. It was all right.
I played it. I think they did like a DLC thing. I played the base game. It was okay. It was okay.
So, they were talking about when the game first came out or was first announced. Oh, this is going to be the spiritual successor for Left 4 Dead. So, definitely
I mean, like,
wasn't.
yeah. The style of the game was Left 4 Dead, fight the horde, move to the next location, just defend the area, stuff like that. Just didn't capture people as they wanted to.
Westworld was Bad Robot.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff actually. They did.
It says from Star Wars Episode 7 and 8, 9.
Batman, Cape Crusader.
Oh yeah.
Presume
They did.
innocent.
I'm on Wikipedia right now. They got their hands in a lot of stuff. I had no idea.
I was trying to think of what I would have seen that had
Lo-
been.
Mhm.
Lovecraft
I feel like it was something
Country,
else, but-
Castle Rock,
Yeah.
Westworld, Roadies.
Okay.
And it looks
But
like
what about
every Stephen
Beast?
King thing
Man.
we've seen has gone through them over the last couple of years. So
Yeah, they're definitely Stephen King fans.
So, they're also called Bad Robot, this public.
yeah,
this-
it's all the same company. It's all the same company.
oh, really? It is the same company.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
okay.
creator though? Because didn't sure was it Turtle? They got the studio that did do Back 4 Blood. Didn't they get bought up by like Tencent or something like that?
You mean Turtle Rock?
Turtle Rock, yeah. Weren't they bought up by Tencent or?
I thought so. They made that game that oh fuck, what was that game where you played as one person played as like Godzilla
Evolved.
and the other one played other
Evolved.
Evolve was it? Yeah.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
So basically, gaming wise, you know them from Weird West,
Uh-huh.
Moonbreaker, Silent Hill Ascension. So,
Weird West was
Yeah,
actually not a
so
bad
they
game.
they
Weird
got-
West got me to play a game stealth and I normally don't play, and I ended up buying another isometric game that plays stealth because of how fun I had stealthing in Weird West.
So, this is interesting because this is a 4-person co-op game, and this is coming off of the heels of, PlayStation shuttering all of these live service game situations. So, what do you think is the reason behind them going back? Is it just because this way they don't have to sort of like give or occupy their first party developers to make a live service game? They can basically ask some third party and they pay them money, and if it gets viral, they'll probably buy it out, and if not, oh well. Sucks for Bad
Probably.
Robot. Yeah.
either that or they'll see how this worked and they'll end up trying to buy back.
When will you learn your actions have consequences? I don't know how many times I got to teach you this lesson, Oak, man. Whatever the game. Hopefully they did learn from what happened with their previous push for live service games, because even
Yeah.
a few of them that they canceled were like partnerships outside of the first party as well, and those still didn't go well either. So
Why is this? Why are they going back to this well over and over again of live service?
Because
live
money.
service? I know I know money, but they saw firsthand that it's not making money. Only one in a shot.
Because
in the dark
if you
makes
get
money.
one that hits, it makes money. Helldivers makes the money.
Yeah, but how many do you have to invest for one to hit? That's the problem.
That's just it. That's just it, though. When it's live service, all you need is one that hits, and you're set. You're set for like literally the funding of the development of your next entire project. That's the difference.
How much money did Helldivers make for PlayStation?
enough.
Enough.
Enough, a
Yeah.
lot of money, yes. So,
Not only that, but it continues to make the money because they keep adding packs and stuff, and it's still one of the top populated games in Steam.
Well, it's still a fun game. I mean, when you go back and replay it, it is still a really fun.
I know.
ride.
I hear that about Helldivers, but
Yeah.
I saw like either a YouTube title or like a X post, Twitter post, whatever, saying they were killing their player base or something like that.
They are
ruining their
not.
reputation.
They are not.
Like I said, I've been out of the gaming news so much. I was like, Helldivers is having issues. What am I missing? Like,
Nah, they're not.
What's the world coming to? Go ahead.
In fact, more recently, them like I am excited because of the small size now, the small size update that's going to be rolling out.
I would say
oh
that's
yeah,
what she
going
said
from like
with your
200 to
shoes,
like
so.
100 or something.
No, going from 150 to 23.
Oh,
Yep,
wow,
I've already
okay,
got
so-
it. I've already got it. It's 23 gigs.
I might have it, but
What
I-
did
I
they
haven't checked.
do to get it down?
I know!
Like, what
I
the-
know!
There were a lot. There were a lot of files that were duplicated to help with redundancy
Uh-huh.
and speed that they didn't really need.
Okay,
So
I don't know.
there you go. That's-
The problem with all this is that this company is probably being asked right now by Sony or PlayStation corporate, what's next? And that is a scary situation to say, okay, what's next now that you've succeeded?
What do you mean? What's next?
Well, what do they do next? Helldivers 3 or what? Like, what
I
is
mean,
it?
they can. They're not. Sony doesn't have to ask them for shit because Sony doesn't own them.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, this is true. But I mean, you would think that the game was so big, Sony would probably be breathing down their neck saying, okay, what's next? What are you doing
They
next?
they can't. That you don't have
they
that
have-
privilege if you don't own them.
They
Unless
have
you get,
already.
No, well, that's not true. They can ask them, but they don't have to tell them much of anything. Yeah,
They have already said that they do not plan on Helldivers 3. They said that Helldivers 2 has got a solid base that they can build on. There's no need to make a sequel right now.
not only that, if you look at the time between the first Helldivers and this one, yeah, it's not something that I imagine they'd be working on a sequel for.
Right. And like, what does
Yes.
what does a Helldivers 3 look like? You're already going to all of the planets. What are you going to go to another galaxy or something? Like, I mean, what does that even mean? So
Well, there's always room for like updating the mechanics and
More
like
bugs. More.
more bugs.
bucks. But yeah,
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, just I guess I guess they can keep this going in perpetuity until it's sort of like whatever. But oh well.
A cutscene with James Busey getting his head blown off. That's always fun. Jake Busey rather.
Okay,
movie
all
right
right.
there, yeah.
Let's see here. What else is going on? Where to go? Where does that go that I want to talk about?
Most creators, they take notes before the show, though they're not looking for stuff to talk about.
Let's talk about the next price rise in everybody's
Oh yeah.
lives.
Okay. So next topic. I do know what was my next topic here. Next topic. We were talking about this the other night on KY's show. Micron. Go ahead, KY. You want to go ahead and talk about Micron?
I am
so
happy I bought
situation.
a external hard drive from them before this, or SSD from them before this news dropped, because holy shit.
I'm so happy that I bought my 4080 Super before this happened, because the 4070 Ti Super and the 4080 Super and the 4090, and I don't know about the 50 series cards, I don't have one, but they are all supplied. Their VRAM is Micron, and Micron is getting out of the consumer market. They are going to go to a strictly supplying the AI field.
Only AI. They went on and said they're not going to.
Only AI.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, for those that have Crucial memory in their machine, Crucial is a subsidiary of Micron.
Yep.
Shit.
I have Crucial.
Yep.
So who's left besides them? If they leave, who?
Suppliers of.
So when you look at
the consumer RAM, Jesus.
when you look at RAM and VRAM chips, you've got four. You have four major camps. You've got Micron. You've got Hynix. You've got Samsung, and you have Toshiba. Those are the big major players. And I hate to say it, but Micron made up about 60% of that pool. So it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad with everything that's got RAM or VRAM in it. It's going to be bad for consoles. You're going to see GPUs skyrocket in price again when they were just starting to get reasonable again. It's going to get bad.
It affects everything. Cars, TVs.
Yes, everything.
Cool. Hey, Carlo, how are you doing, my man? How's life?
You know what? I had to come on because I was right. I just want to say I was right about the whole RAM.
Since Lemon had been here, somebody needs to come on and say it.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was right. I was right about the RAM industry. A couple of days ago, I said it's more than likely. I can't throw fingers and say it definitely is because I'm not in the inside, but more than likely, it feels like some type of collusion. Like this. There's three big makers, and now all of a sudden to the data centers and consumer stuff's gonna go up. And I tagged Gamers Nexus after I tweeted at Congress and tons of politicians. And he just dropped a video today talking about how the RAM industry is full of collusion, corruption, and they've tried this a decade ago and they got called out by politicians and sued, and then they went away and now it's back, but in the form of shareholders and quarterly reportings. And he said it's one big corrupt pie. And he also said exactly what I said, is that once they raise the prices so high, nobody can afford to build a PC or buy a PC. They're going to start throwing cloud services at us. You want Windows from the cloud. You want Linux from the cloud. You know what? You can't afford to pay $5,000 for a low-end PC. We got you with cloud, dude. We could put you on the cloud.
And then with the cloud, they can throttle your download and upload speeds because, hey, if you pay more money, we give you more download speeds.
And they will have all your data to train their machines, to have it. They can look it up. And guess what Gamers Nexus said? It's all to push the end of the PC era because they're going to skyrocket the prices so they can force everybody into a cloud subscription who can't afford to buy a PC. Now, guess what? Maybe Apple will come out and be like, the middle finger to the PC market and be like, you know what? We'll find other ways around this. Maybe Apple won't be part of it because they're probably not going to want iOS in the cloud.
Yeah, because then somebody can hack it and stuff like that, right? Pretty easily.
Well, I mean, that means they would just have to put their proprietary stuff on a server in the cloud with vendors they probably don't trust as much because, I mean, let's face it, I'm not saying that anything's wrong with other companies,
right.
but you have the big companies like Google and the other guys, Amazon, all them, they have their stuff in the cloud. They have their vendors.
Right.
They have their agreements worked out. Apple will be coming late to the game and be like, guys, look, we're like the kindergartners in high school. Oh, we are? Yeah, because this is a big ocean and we're just on a little island. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to want to put their stuff out there. So we need Apple to take a stand. We need all those crazy politicians that just say random nut job stuff that gets media attention to take a stand. And we need
Elizabeth
consumers.
Warren's already started, so yeah.
So let me ask you a question: how much are we looking at PCs costing with this whole thing going the way it is?
I can say for a fact, and I have an older system. I'm still on the AM4 platform. I put the fastest processor I could put in the AM4. I have a Ryzen 9 5950X, 16 core, 32 thread. I have 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance, 3200 megahertz RAM. My RAM right now, I bought my 32 gigs of RAM a little over a year ago. My RAM right now is 2.5 times the cost.
Oh shit!
And that's just DDR4. That's not the DDR5 stuff.
And mine is DDR5, and it's tripled in cost in the last 6 months.
And that's not even the worst of it. Okay, that's just the beginning of what we're gonna see. Because what's the worst of it to come is when these GPUs all start focusing more on AI, which they started doing, but now the consumer side shrinks. And Micron, that made a lot of the RAM for the GPUs, they're like, no, dude, we're out. We're doing the AI stuff now. So now Nvidia and AMD are going to their little vendors that make all these ASRock cards and all these Asus cards and all that, right? They're going to them and say, listen, you want our GPUs? You're going to have to buy the RAM and build them yourselves. We'll give you the parts. You put the RAM on there because Micron is going to AI. So what do you think that's going to do to us consumers that are trying to get graphics cards? It's going to drive the price even more up because now these vendors have to stockpile RAM at the lowest bid that they can get it and then find a plant to manufacture it. They're not going to come in pre-manufactured anymore with just throwing on name labels. They're going to have to put the whole thing together from the RAM. But it gets worse than that because yesterday in Tom's Hardware, there was an article, breaking news article yesterday. And it said that Transcend, the makers of most common SSDs, micro SDs, and SD cards, reported that they have a serious problem. They're 6 months behind on product shipments because Skyhinks and Samsung took all NAND priorities to AI data centers. So now they can't even make SD cards, micro SD, or SSDs.
Yep.
So
And, you know, I gotta say, I mean, I've always been a big fan of the Underdog, and I've always been a big fan of Kingston. And I haven't bought Kingston RAM since the very first PC that I built. And I think this is a good time for those underdogs that started out on a good foot, but have kind of fallen the wayside because of popularity. I think it's time for companies like Kingston to take a step up for the consumer and say, you know what, we're not selling to AI. We're going to sell you RAM, and we're going to sell it to you at a decent price. And we are going to make a name for ourselves again because we're going to do the right thing.
It's
I would
not
love
necessarily
to
even the
see
right
that happen.
thing. It's not. It's like just basically not even just necessarily it being the right thing, but the idea that you know, playing with the big dogs in the big leagues is sometimes not beneficial for certain companies. Like if you could corner the niche of like, you know, people buying of consumer RAM buyers, that would just be like a nice niche to have.
Well, it's like what AMD did when they were first getting started. They basically they I was an AMD guy for many, many years because they were really good bang for your
Same.
buck. And they were, they
Yep.
basically, by being a little bit cheaper in price, but not cheaper in quality. No.
Nope.
But they kept the prices down. So they got a big chunk of the chip market and of
Yep.
the CPU
They're
market.
also, I've had a lot better experiences with them if you buy an old AMD card and it performs like, maybe it was like, it's an okay card at the time, but over time it still like performs at the same, it's an okay card.
I
Which is
remember
why I always bought them.
the older AMD CPUs. For those that were in the tech, us tech guys, we knew the difference. But an AMD chip got 9 processes done per cycle, when an Intel chip only got 6 processes done per cycle. So the AMD chip was always going to be 33% more efficient per clock cycle than the Intel chip, and that closed the gap.
And at the same time, it was at least 20% cheaper.
Yes, it was 20% cheaper. So
Okay, let me ask you a
Well-
question about this then. Okay.
But hold on, it gets
Sure.
worse.
Oh,
It gets worse because Kingston can't even get their supplies because the 3 that are the major suppliers are dried up. Sky Hinks, Samsung, and Micron went bye-bye. They went bye-bye. They said, see you later. We're corporate fueled now. We like it. We like it in the corporate way. I'm not gonna say the things that I mean to say, but that's a nice way of saying it.
I
But
mean,
Taking it up to
I hear that, but so I am using my SSD, my M.2 on my that I'm currently using is a Kingston. It's a NV4, NV3. It does actually have Kingston chips on it. So why can't we expect that to roll out in the RAM market?
because the people that made those chips for Kingston, they were outsourced from one of those other big 3, and they just slapped the Kingston name on it and Kingston firmware.
Let me ask a question
Okay,
from
you-
somebody who
you
doesn't
just
know about
broke
this stuff.
you just broke my heart, Carlo. You just broke my heart.
I'm
What are
sorry,
the-
man, but my
I
heart's
have
broke.
to go and cry now.
But Wize,
Yes.
there is a solution at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Apart
this
from
is
calling
crazy.
a congressman, what is it?
Well, you're gonna have to camp out at the congressman's office for them to see you.
Jesus.
So
And if Wize tries to do that, they're going to deport his ass.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Send him back to India. Rawr!
How dare you get involved with our government? God, you colored me. Go ahead.
I hate to say this, but this is where, and I'm not trying to get like geopolitical here, but this is where China can piss off everybody. They can really piss off the tech industry right now, because if they go to mainland China, where there's no restriction and no enforcement of true copyright from against Chinese companies, they can go ahead and just start printing out knockoff RAM sticks
They probably
that are identical.
They probably are. So okay.
Then
So now,
maybe
when I-
getting prepared.
so like as I told them the other night on KY show, when I go to Hong Kong next year, you just let me know and I'll have a bag. I'll just put a
I
whole
told
pool
him,
of
he's gonna be coming back with a box load of shit.
Customs
Like,
will probably-
I'm going through the metal detector, but this
Yeah.
satchel with 500 RAM chips in it is not going through the metal detector with me.
no. And then customs gonna look at him and be like, huh. You know what, we better
No,
call
by the time-
Homeland Security and ICE and have them checked.
And then I look the
Actually,
way I do
by-
too. No.
By the time he goes, security's gonna look at it and go, "Oh, you too."
By the time they're done with me, they're not just going to deport me, but they're going to deport all of me. They're going to deport every Asian. They're going to get the
Yes.
fuck out.
Yes, but your family overseas will be so happy when you come with bags and bags of RAM. They'll be like, how did you know we needed this over here?
You know you're gonna
know?
be in trouble when they walk up and they throw one of those color swatches next to you. Go, I'll be darker than that one.
But and I hate to say the other part, but like, these companies, and this is going to be controversial to some people. So for the people out there that might get offended, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
This is just, I grew up this way, okay? And my dad's family's from Italy, and we grew up in Red Hook. Like my family grew up in Red Hook. And when stuff came off the trucks, it was a hell of a lot cheaper. That's the only reason why corporations were against the mob, is because the mob, took the same products and made it 100 times cheaper.
Yep.
100 times cheaper.
Mhm.
So if our politicians will go ahead and decide to pardon all the very old, probably now about 90-year-old Italian guys in prison, maybe there's a chance. There might be a chance somewhere.
How many?
A
Okay,
little bit.
But let me.
Just a little bit.
All seriousness, what are the top 3 RAM makers? Micron. Who else?
Micron,
Samsung.
Samsung, and Skyhinks.
Okay, and
Yep.
we know Micron is
Hynix,
leaving.
yep.
Samsung is
SK
not.
Hynix.
And is Hynix leaving too, or is it for AI, or is it just Micron?
Hynix hasn't said they're leaving.
Okay.
All of them. Okay, so Micron completely exited the market for consumers. They're focused on corporations.
Okay.
Samsung and SK Hynix, I always say it wrong, but KY Bob's right. They both said that from now on, their main priority is going to be corporate data centers, and consumers will come very, very last. So they did say expect delays on the consumer end because they want to make sure that their corporate friends that they have picnics with and go on vacation with have all the necessary stuff for their AI data centers that put some of them, like OpenAI, $96 billion worth of debt, which will probably end up bought out by one of the big 3 anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, but so okay, if everyone is going to these AI data centers, do you not think somebody's going to like sort of step up to the plate and say, okay, let me, fulfill this, gap in the market, if you will? Because if they're all leaving, that means that it leaves a hole in the market for people like for consumer grade RAM chips. So somebody's got to come up to it, right? Consumerism being what it is.
If it's worth the money, someone.
So
that's what we're saying. One of the small, like Kingston or somebody, need to step up and fill that gap.
But they don't have the plants like Samsung.
But that's something they could start. That's something they could start working on. This isn't going to be an instant fix.
No.
By the time they get those plants set up, though, we're looking at probably 5 to 10 years, and by then, most people are going to be in the cloud if this goes the way that these AI data centers want. Like this is what they want.
This is what. Okay, and again, people are going to be. You guys are going to be kind of upset when I say this, but when Microsoft announced the new plan, the tiered plans for Game Pass, and all of the tiers had a streaming component, and the streaming component was sort of hindered by how much you're paying. I'm like, well, shit, that is the writing on the wall. That is what they want. They want you to pay them per month, and based off of how much you pay them, they will give you that speed. And that's what they want. They want to throttle you based off of the amount of money you pay them. And I think that's what they want.
But
I mean, that's kind of...
Why shouldn't they?
Well, hang on. You act like Microsoft was the first one to do that. They weren't.
Your internet service provider does it.
Hulu was doing it. Netflix was doing it.
Yeah,
Netflix is doing it too. When you buy the 4K package on Netflix, that's all you're buying is a faster speed for you to get that 4K data. That's it.
Like in this case, right, when you're talking about Microsoft, I don't think they've looked at it that way, right? I think honestly Microsoft wanted to give options because PlayStation, they did the same thing with their PlayStation Plus Premium, right?
Right.
They just want to give options, right? And the cost came down to Microsoft, and Microsoft could no longer afford to subsidize that cost because unfortunately they were not even in second place anymore at that point.
Well, no, but they could make a lot more money if they liquid all this stuff that they have in this industry and put it all in AI. And that's, I think, what they're trying to do. I mean, they're trying to take their money that they have sort of stuck in this industry and move it to an industry that has a little bit more faster growth rate.
So I have I got a little bit of insight here that everybody may not have. So, yes, me, my wife, and my son, we are all Game Pass Ultimate subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and my son streams games that we've bought for him. He cloud streams games all the time. We have played Helldivers 2 with him on his Xbox One X. He streams it with us. He plays it over Wi-Fi, and there isn't a problem whatsoever.
Yeah, because you got 2G up and down.
Okay. So I wasn't going to bring that up. Yes, I do have 2G. I have 2G down, 1G up fiber.
Okay, and how many people fit your bill?
Okay, so a lot of people. So fiber it's getting out there.
Yeah, but
okay?
it's not. Even at fiber, you're still not
Yeah.
doing 2G fiber. Most fiber is 1G.
hang on.
Oh,
But why? But hang on. But Wi-Fi is still a choke point. I don't care how fast your fiber is.
Exactly.
Bob will tell you that
We're on-
Wi-Fi is still a choke point.
Right.
You know,
The router that Spectrum gave us is a Wi-Fi 7 router, which means it's only got one band that adapts to the fastest band that the device connected to can do.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't see an issue at all playing with our son over
Because, yeah,
Wi-Fi through cloud streaming.
The 1X does not have Wi-Fi. I don't even think 1X is 6, does it? I think it's like Wi-Fi 5 or what? 1X?
I don't know, but it's doing great. So what I'm thinking here is that
I think the Wi-Fi the 1X was 2.1 and 5, so it's probably doing the highest one
Right.
that it has access to. So
it's just, I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe, let's be honest here, the last price increase we saw to Game Pass Ultimate took it to $30. Do we really see an increase on that within the next 5 years? I don't think so. I think that was such a large of a jump that Microsoft was looking at the future and saying, where can we put ourselves where we don't have to raise the price for multiple years? And
Well,
I think they hit
you say that, but
I
if they
think
see
really
the
hit that.
opportunity, don't think they won't. If they can, they
I
will.
think-
They're a corporation. Of course they will.
But
Go ahead.
But they've got to weigh it against how many are they going to lose at that?
Yeah, of course. They got to
I
weigh
think
that.
they've already lost. They've already lost enough with going from 23 to 30. I don't see anytime soon. Nowhere. I mean, I don't see in the next 36 months another jump, because that's going to put you either right after the launch or right before the launch of your next console, and that's going to kill their.
Basically,
I wouldn't do
all of
that.
these companies are trying to sort of get you away from local play, and they want you to go on some sort of cloud service of some kind. And I don't know how I feel about that. Go ahead.
I hear you on that one, but I just don't really see it for the gaming side of things, because yes, bringing people on board, I think it's beneficial for reaching people who just prefer not to have the console, or maybe for whatever situation they're just better off streaming it. But I don't really see any reason for them to say, hey, we're getting people off from buying physical or digital, and we're trying to force them all on our servers, because it goes back to what we spoke on before with, why would you remove the option for people to buy the game outright and play it? I know you can do play anywhere and stream the games as well,
Mm-hmm.
but for a larger portion of the games that are available, not all of them are in the service. Even if they are moving towards that, it just goes back to, why would you want to force everyone in that when you can have it both ways?
Plus, there's still great spots of people who don't have great internet or great access.
Right.
We all sit here in the big city or whatever with decent connections and stuff.
But we are hardcore gamers. We're going to go out and seek that as well, to a certain extent.
Right.
I mean, the whole stream your own game initiative, I think that's really awesome. I mean, the stream your own game has really gotten people. I mean, a lot of people that I believe that the metrics don't capture. A lot of people still on the 1 and the 1X and the 1S.
But it's not the
They're
optimal
playing.
place
They're
to
playing
play it,
these.
though.
Dude, I have.
Dude, you got people playing Fortnite.
I've went across the house.
Yeah, this is true.
I have went across the house to my son's room to show him how to do something on Helldivers 2, and I swear to God, I could not tell that I was playing cloud. I could not tell that I was not local.
Mm-hmm. I was it was a while back. I was playing Fortnite cloud based, and the resolution wasn't that great, but just the response and everything like that, the input, like it was fine for the most part.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me ask a question about this. So Micron coming out and saying this officially, this has probably been in the works for a while now. Wouldn't you imagine, Carlo?
What do you mean?
Like they didn't just wake up one morning, like this week or yesterday or today, and say, "Oh, okay, we're now only going to make AI chips." So they probably were thinking about making this transition for a while now. So
they could have had a meeting as more recent as last week, and they're just
they could have.
Well, see, what was happening was the CEO of one company versus the CEO of another one. They were exchanging little love letters to each other, say, "Ooh, I would like to partner up with you and cozy up." But
yeah.
the consumers are kind of in the way, so you got to do something about that. Bye. That's it.
No,
It's unfortunate.
they all got together at the meeting of the great three big families.
Microsoft,
two families-
Apple, and Google.
No. The great three Ram families.
Oh, the Ram families.
Yeah, they got together and they were like, you know what? The other guys that use us, they're not so important, so they're not invited. So we're just gonna make the rules, and these are the rules going forward. We like how OpenAI is $96 billion in debt. Let's add them another $30 billion in debt and take that money, and then let's let one of our buddies in a big tech buy them out, and then we just sell more chips to them. We just keep making money, and the average consumer is just gonna have to pay for OS in the cloud, like at I don't know $90 a month.
Well,
That's fair, right?
If you
guys?
look at it from a corporate standpoint, if they sell it to all these other corporations, there's no fuss, no hassle. They don't have to do like consumer service. They don't have to set up a quality assurance. They don't have to do any of that stuff.
They were going to be pushing towards everything offloaded to the AI. Like, customer support care, we'll take care of you. It's the AI.
Yeah,
exactly.
AI support, yeah.
But here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking that this was probably in the works for a minute now, and some of the bigger tech companies were let in on this decision because, of course, it directly affected them. And maybe this was one of the main motivations for Microsoft sort of biting the bullet early on and saying, okay, we're going to raise our prices. Do you think? Or do you think Microsoft had no idea?
You know what?
No, I think it had something to do with it, honestly.
Go ahead.
I mean, when you're a $4 trillion company, you got your finger on the pulse of every person, every company, every corporation you do business with.
Right.
You know where things are going. I mean, we see Microsoft do things, and I'm not saying this because I'm an Xbox simp, because I do love the exclusive on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
But we see Microsoft do things that you see Sony do the carbon copy of 3 to 4 years later. That is just because Microsoft is that far ahead of the curve.
No, but they also have more of an appetite for risk than Sony does as well. Sony is a more conservative company because they're a Japanese company. That's how Japanese companies operate. They are very slow to the punch of adopting new things, if you will.
I'm going to say that I don't think that this was the intention behind the Game Pass price increase.
Okay.
I do honestly think that they were, as far as Microsoft in itself, based on all the public information that we have,
mm-hmm.
I think they were trying to expand into other countries more, like India, and then also they were still working on their underwater data centers with the fiber cables. And there's, they were still trying to run fiber in places like Africa with those satellite networks that they were trying to set up. So I think more on, if anything, the public record show of Microsoft saying that they were just trying to make back some profit based on what they expected to put out,
mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. Like they expected to expand. So to expand, instead of taking money from other people or costing the shareholders more in one aspect, they said, okay, why not just charge up front, use that money as it comes in, or we know what's coming in, we can estimate it, and then have that money on the side to do this, X, Y, and Z, while still making sure that we have a profit of whatever profit margin we want. Like, I mean, they're corporate.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft's been in this forever. They're very smart. Same thing with, I got to say, like, Amazon's very smart when it comes to this kind of stuff as well. And Google's very smart because Google will ask something almost instantly within a year if it's not bringing in revenue. Corporate wise, they're all very smart and they're all very calculated, and they do things that benefit them
mm-hmm.
so that they can expand their services.
That and show at the bottom line the growth for the shareholders.
Very well put, Carlos. Very well put.
So what does this mean for, like, for example, the Steam box coming out next year, or the PlayStation 6, or the Xbox, whatever, the Magnus, whatever you want to call it? Does that mean that these things are now going to be much, much more expensive?
Yes.
So we're looking at
Yeah,
Magnus
I do
being
believe so.
$1,500 or what?
Yep.
I do, because the Magnus we knew was coming with 48 gigs of GDDR7X.
Oh, shoot.
What I expected to be a $1,200 console could possibly be a $1,500 console now. That's troubling.
That's if they stock up now. Yeah. That's if they start stocking up now. We'll be lucky.
I can guarantee you that Steam over there, they made some phone calls yesterday. Oh, yeah, as many as you can. All of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So before I got on, sorry to talk so much, but I'm very
No, go
passionate
ahead.
about this. Before I got on the podcast, I read an article, and remember,
Mhm.
this article I read is alleged, rumor, speculated. So take it as what you will. But
So what did Jason Schreier have to say?
Oh, that was good. That was a good
yeah,
one.
that was good. So allegedly a Valve insider, somebody who knows about the Steam machine, the Steam box, whatever you want to call it these days,
Mhm.
he said that Steam may ship it out as a bare bone box if they cannot get the price they want on the RAM.
What do you mean
I
a
could
bare
see
bone
that.
box?
Means they're gonna ship you basically a box, and you're gonna buy your own memory.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So I mean, so
Okay, do it yourself,
when
right?
we get into, so you've got different types of motherboard setups. When you start getting into the more proprietary brands, you get into what's called IPX, and so it's gonna basically come with a custom board that is specified size and speed and everything by the manufacturer, which would be Steam. But it's gonna have it's gonna have your basic socket, your basic RAM slot. It's gonna fit universally the parts that you put in it. You will have to buy your own RAM and put it into the Steam box. Which, I mean, I've always thought that the Steam machine was kind of an enticing thing because outside of the processor, you'd be able to upgrade the rest of it. It was basically like a poor man's gaming PC they can put in his living room and upgrade as he goes, because I guarantee you the Steam machine will be upgradable because it's going to be an IPX board inside of a
Yeah,
proprietary
they've already
case.
said that you can upgrade it if you want. They said it's going to be
But-
involved to go in. It's not going to be accessible as
Oh,
easily,
yeah, well,
but
I
it's
mean,
still,
yeah.
you can still do it.
Hey, Wise, I gotta bounce.
Oh, really? Okay. What?
Oh man,
Yeah,
it breaks my heart.
I'm
love
sorry.
triple.
Well, yeah. I mean, we just got Nathan Drake on here, man. Come on. You know,
I know.
Triple OG, player.
My friend and I were planning to play Split Fiction. He might be watching. He's like, I'm judging you. You're supposed to be on by now. So
Judging you.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop over.
I know how
Okay.
that feels, man. You got to take care of the friends, dude.
I
Yeah, so,
appreciate it.
but, all right.
I appreciate
Y'all
it.
have a good
Triple Man.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
See you next
All
week.
right,
Yeah.
later.
All right.
Yeah, peace out.
No, but
He's really
yeah.
going to Micro Center stocking up on RAM.
Exactly. He's gonna go and buy.
He's booking his flight to India right now. He's gonna
No, Hong
start
Kong.
stocking.
He's like, they have freaking shit free in Hong Kong, so let's go to Hong Kong. and
Just
stuff.
so you know, bare bones PCs were a big thing in about like 2000 to 2005. You could get basically a basic PC with nothing in it, and then you would put in the memory you wanted. And a couple
But that
other
is
things.
not going to. That is if they do that, that is going to again kill that Steam box because like the purpose, the
But
appeal
dude, I
of
mean,
it is the
RAM
fact
is
that
literally the easiest thing you can upgrade in your
Yeah.
PC. The BIOS will look at it and look at its maximum speed in your processor, and it will
It
set
is
it
not the
automatically.
fact whether it's
Well,
easy
well,
or not.
well,
It's the
well,
fact
well,
of
well,
whether
well,
I
but-
want to
but
do
hang
it or not, and I
hang
don't
on,
want to do
hang on.
it.
But hang on, the upside for Steam would be without memory, that bare bones box is going to be relatively cheap. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
because even if we were looking at like a 700 box from before, 500 maybe, you know.
Yeah, I would go even farther. I would say without RAM, you may be able to sell that box for $400.
Yeah,
Wow,
354, yeah.
that would be pretty
And
ballsy for them to
Yep.
do, though. I mean,
And-
that would be an
and then-
unprecedented
then-
thing.
Then each consumer can get as much memory as they feel they need.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'd
And
have to
you may
install
have-
it themselves.
Well, you may have some consumers though that already have RAM sitting to the side that they could just throw in there.
I do. I know I do.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
Well, the other
hey,
thing that was,
that'll be the side market, Bob. You and I going, I got your RAM right here.
Yeah,
I
go
want
ahead.
you
You
to
Yeah,
think
right
all
here,
the-
baby. Give me the money. Show me the money.
the other
Okay.
thing I was thinking about too is that Sony said that PlayStation has stocked up on RAM ahead of this, that because they were prepared to build more machines. But now the question is, did they stock up on RAM, the right RAM for PS6, or are they talking about the PS5? And that
And see,
could
that
lead
was
to
my
a
next
long-
question. As you said it. So, what does that mean for the PlayStation 6? Is it going to, like, they were trying? PlayStation is not like Microsoft. They're not trying to they're not trying to aim for a $1,200 box or a $1,500 box. They need a more mass market box. So, $700, I always say, is the highest end I think they would be able to.
I think we're going to be looking at 800 to 900 with this RAM
Yeah,
thing.
because even if they have all the RAM, it's what we've talked about before, artificial inflation. Well, we've already paid for this, but we know we can get more from it anyway, so we're going to do that anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you put a number onto the gigabytes of RAM that you're offering with your console, I mean, it's going to be, by the time these consoles come out, the RAM crisis and Micron and everything else involved is going to be so mainstream. You're going to look at it and you're going to go, "Wow, I'm getting how much RAM?" Yeah, that price makes sense. It really does.
Yep.
And it's a sad truth.
Well, I mean, you guys are saying all this doom and gloom, but I have faith in capitalism to a certain extent because to a certain extent, I do. I'm serious. I
Oh
do.
man.
Oh, you're funny. Oh, you are funny.
You
Oh,
guys
my God.
think you guys can say
Gotcha.
whatever you want. I believe that there will be somebody there that will be willing to sell it, or something is going to come to. They just can't do this. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
I do.
They
It's
are
very
doing
hard.
this.
Huh?
They're
They
doing
are
it.
doing this.
But,
yeah.
but
They're
it's
doing
very
it
hard to
because
imagine that
they-
everyone is just going
they
to
have-
leave the consumer space.
They're doing it because they know that that people need them, and they can charge. They
Here's-
realize that they could charge what they
Here's the
want.
thing, Wise, even the ones that don't leave the consumer space,
Mhm.
they may still jack up the prices a little
Yeah.
bit too. Why? Because they can.
Because they
Yeah.
can.
It's
It may
gonna
not be as
it's
much as
it's that supply and demand thing.
Yeah.
They've got the supply, and they're gonna go.
They
want
may
this,
not
okay.
jack it up as much as the mainstream competitor does, but they know they can get close and still catch you just by being a few dollars cheaper.
Look at and I'm not trying to. This might be a far-reach comparison because there's more that goes into the R&D. But look at the price of pharmaceuticals in America versus other countries, right?
Of course.
You go to countries like India, it's cheaper. They have all the China and India have all the raw materials to make the pharmaceuticals, but they get it cheaper anyway. But in America, we pay like the top tier 5 prices. You go to Europe, they're regulated, so they can only charge so much. So maybe the European Union can start their own investigation and come down and be like, listen,
Yeah, but
Just
the
like we
European
did with the
Union pays a boatload of everyone who lives in the European Union pays a boat ton of taxes too, as well. So,
but
They do.
maybe they can come in and be like to these manufacturers, be like, listen, you're not allowed to sell your stuff here unless you put it at a certain market price because you guys are fixing the market, or we're just going to find somebody in China that could do the same thing as you and buy it cheaper.
well, and see, they're the only government that's probably going to do something. If they can make Apple go drop that fucking useless ass port that they used to have, that they sort of grandfather
Yep,
all the way through.
exactly. I was thinking
back
the
to
same
finally
thing,
use.
Wise.
Yeah, if they're gonna be, if they can make Apple go to USB-C, then hey, they can make this Micron do
Yep.
whatever they want it to do.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah. So we're hoping.
Unfortunately,
that,
though,
Go ahead.
unfortunately, that's a small part of the world when you look at the grander scheme of
It
things.
is.
It's only going to affect one type of person. If you live there, you're great. If you're not, you're still stuck.
Guess who's taking it?
Unfortunately.
The minute the EU comes down or the CMA comes down and they demand lower prices and it drops, who's getting on a plane ticket over there? This guy. I'm going over there and I'm gonna buy my electronics and come back here.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
shit.
you're funny you say that because back in 2002, I actually compared prices in Texas and California, and I actually flew to Texas to visit my friends anyway. And I said, while I'm here, I want to stop by the Comp USA or whatever it was, and I bought all my parts in Houston, and I packed them in my suitcases, and I flew it back to California and put it together there. Saved myself about $300. No joke. So
Well, yeah, I mean, and people in Canada do it all the time. They'll come across the border, buy shit, and go back to Canada because it's already overpriced in Canada. You know, so that's what I know. A whole lot of people do that. You know, so I mean, but let me ask this then. Okay, so do you think that they may, because of all this bullshit, you think that they may like, to be honest with you, like they're ushering in the next generation of gaming consoles, and I'm all for it. But if these consoles are going to be upwards of $1,000, then maybe time heals all wounds, and maybe if they wait a little bit longer, maybe if they wait till 2028, you think, or no?
Oh, because it's not, once companies get us used to these higher prices, this is what they're going to expect us to pay. So even if all of a sudden there's a reversal on prices in America somewhere, they're like, oh, those Americans will pay it anyway, so we'll just keep charging them because they're a capitalistic country and they work hard, they have this money, and they'll spend it. Like this is how corporations think at this point. Like, for example, you look at the tariff situation, right? And I was the first person to say this. When tariffs go away in certain products, companies already know how much you were willing to spend and how much sold at that price, that some companies may still be willing to sell it at the tariff price, even though there's no tariffs anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can see that.
Unfortunately, it's gonna fall to that exactly, Carlos. It's gonna fall to, what are you okay with paying? And they're going to take that into account.
Well, it's always been that way. They go up a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and they test the waters, if you will, how much appetite the consumer base has. And if it goes a little bit too high, they'll go back a little bit, and then they'll start budging it up, nudging it up some more, nudging it up some more. But yeah, I mean, so we always talk about the next video game crash. I think this could probably do it. Like, if RAM prices go this astronomically high, I don't see anyone, beating down the doors to usher in the next generation of console gaming, especially if it's going to be $800 or more. I mean, people are going to be like, especially the average consumer, like, fuck no.
It may be a matter of what gives first, though, because they're also saying that, the AI bubble will pop at some point as well.
Oh, it most definitely has to pop. Do you know how egregious the AI bubble is? Like, everybody and their mom, back in the day, it was the .com bubble. You had a .com and people would fund you and shit. It's the same thing right now. I'll give you an example. My own son is doing something with AI. He's got investors lined up. He's not even released his product yet. He's already got investors. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, Dad, because anything that has AI on it, people are willing to throw money at it blindly. And I'm like, this is just so fucking stupid. This is really fucking stupid.
Because a lot of that's going to end up popping. People are going to lose a lot of their, their investments, and
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Go ahead.
This is where we talk about those hedge funds, right? Those hedge funds with those mass consumers that donate to it, or the 401ks and all that stuff, because they're not they may have their own board and executives, but if I'm an investor in a hedge fund, like I have a 401k that puts $100 a month into it.
Yeah.
I really have no say what they're going to do. My money's just pulled in there. And these hedge funds have so much power these days. You're looking at like the BlackRocks and the Vanguards. They have so much power because they don't have accountability from their own shareholders. Because they're basically on check by our politicians. They're on check by us because we don't have much of a say. Like, oh, I got $400 in this hedge fund.
I mean, I got close to 7 figures with BlackRock, but I'm not going to be able to say anything to BlackRock because 7 figures is nothing to them, So
you couldn't even get in the door. Yeah,
exactly.
You couldn't even get in the door. They'd be like, "Who is this guy?
Exactly,
He just got some shares with us.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not that important."
I got 7 figures on Nvidia between 2010 and 2015.
Really? How much?
You should tell them that you're going to drop it to like 50 cents a stock just to piss people off.
No, I made 1.7 million on Nvidia in 5 years.
I made my millions with the Hawk Tua coin.
Hawk Tua. Wow.
Okay,
oh God.
Maybe she could save this industry.
I made enough money with Nvidia. My wife told me, go into work and turn your 401k down to the lowest percentage you can contribute because we don't need it. That's how much I made on Nvidia.
Let me give you an idea of what's going on here. All right. And this is a podcast. Nobody's listened to me anyways, but here you go. In 1989, my dad invested $10,000 in Apple. And that was
No wonder you're fucking rich. Yeah, god damn.
No, his dad's fucking rich.
Yeah, yes, that was pre-Steve Jobs, and he's like,
It's like, oh my god, that reminds me of that movie during that scene during Forrest Gump. We invested in a fruit company, and we don't have to worry about money no more.
That's exactly what dad. So my dad is one of those old school Asian guys, right? Very traditionalist. So when they hired back Steve Jobs, he's like, that company's gonna do big. You watch. And I'm like, Dad, the company's about to go insolvent. And he's like, no, look, that is the man who created the company, and he's going to die on that sword before he lets that company go under. He was right. He was right.
Well, I'll tell you this: whatever money that I would have had, I'm sure the government has it now because the IRS took everything my dad owned after he died.
Oh, guess what? Guess who's finally coming on my show after, like, leaving me hanging for so long. Oh yeah. Well, my man Lemon. Where'd he go? Can you hear me? Where'd he go? Adam. There he is. There he is. My man Lemon. Can you hear me?
Yo, Dragon, why you ducking me, brah?
Why you
ducking me, brah?
Yeah, he's ducking all of us.
Yeah, well, he's ducking me, and obviously, I mean, it's all about me. It's all about Bob. Let me tell you something. Look, listen, I'm wearing my hat the way. Okay, I'm trying to culturally appropriate here.
Stop trying to be urban.
I'm trying to be urban. Okay, I'm a country boy trying to be urban.
Oh,
Lemon,
wow.
speak to me, brah.
Lemon's gonna smack you so hard the hat's gonna turn
My
around.
man Lemon. Lemon. Nothing.
And
Crickets.
no lemon.
No lemon. Okay, line.
Hey, yo,
Chirp,
what up?
chirp,
This
chirp,
is Lemon. What's up? I'm in the building.
Wow. Sounds just like him.
Lemon, tell us what you think about Micron closing. Yeah, tell us.
Well.
He's gonna come on and say, "You MFers."
So there he is. That's the man.
Oh, there he is.
Man.
There's the sexy bitch right there.
Where the hell have you been, boss man?
Dreaming.
Shoot, we've not seen. It's been what, 3 weeks since you've been on stream, man?
It has been 3 weeks, dude. I've missed you every week too.
Yeah, dude. What's going on, man? Like, I'm
It's
feeling
been
lonely,
so
dude.
quiet and nice. Oh, I.
Wow, yeah. Been so quiet and nice. Viewership's been up and
Yo.
everything.
Who the fuck woke up the Crypt Keeper? I thought he was dead. What the fuck? Where y'all get this guy from?
Oh shit! All right. Okay, what do y'all? What is your take on all this? If all this stuff keeps going up, does that mean that the next generation is going to be $1,000
Hold on.
consoles or what?
Hold on, Lemon. Before Lemon answers, I'm just gonna say something.
Okay.
Lemon has this area near him that's awesome. It's called Canal Street, and they got everything that you could want.
Even
Super
better than that
cheap.
is Jackson Heights. You can get a whole lot of stuff in Jackson Heights.
Woo! You're talking dirty
if
to
you
me
don't
now.
know,
Come
now
on,
you know.
Speak it. Preach it now.
Good, everybody.
Hey, what's up, man? How's life? How's life?
We didn't hear you, Lemon. You were muted or something.
No. I'm not muted. I'm all right.
How's life? How's life treating you, man?
Everything's good, son.
That's good. That's good to
be
hear,
here.
man. All right, tell us about you. So, are we looking at a future of $1,000 consoles going forward, thanks to all this Micron shit going on?
First of all, the memory constraint situation is fabricated.
Oh, it's not true.
Oh, they're doing it.
Uh
but
huh.
It's bullshit.
Yeah,
It's bullshit.
it's
They're
corruption.
doing it on purpose. It's some corrupt shit.
So, is there anything
Just
we
like
can
I
do to
said.
stop it?
Just when graphic cards are able to be normalized in price, all of a sudden there's no fucking pandemic. Everything is open for the
Mhm.
last 2.5, 3 years.
Mhm.
Everything is open. So why we got a memory problem? All of a sudden, it's called corporate
Exactly.
greed. It's bullshit.
Yep.
Anybody don't understand that? It's bullshit.
Find a reason to jack the prices back
Yup.
up to where you were making money.
Yep.
A lot of money.
This has nothing to do with consoles. This has something to do with the areas. I ain't gonna start naming names, but the areas where this shit is made, they're trying to capitalize. A lot of things that I can see when we had COVID, shit was shut down. You couldn't, like when I first went to go buy my Escalade, you couldn't get the chips for the motherboard, that runs the goddamn computers
Yeah.
and shit, because shit was shut down.
Oh
So
shit!
they
I
was
remember
raising
we
the
were
price
buying a
20.
fridge. You couldn't even buy a fucking
Right,
fridge back then
right.
because there was
It
no
was-
chips. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I understand that. Today is not the same shit. These motherfuckers are trying to get over. And you know what we need to do is don't buy nothing. Don't buy shit.
You
The
know,
hard problem is though, people are gonna buy TVs, people are gonna buy cars that have RAM inside the dashboards. I mean, it's in
That's fucked
everything.
up. Listen. I know how hard it is. I just bought another TV.
So you're part of the problem.
Maybe he bought it from Canal Street.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it falls into the same category, but a month and a half ago, I bought a new TCL Q7 8K.
It's y'all's
Cost
fault.
me.
You stupid. fuckers.
Well, no. TCL upsets the market a little bit because they don't like TCL because they do so cheap. So I like TCL.
I just bought the TCL QM8K.
I do. I have it. The Q7 8K.
No,
Mm.
Q7 or Q8. Which one?
It's the Q7 8K.
There's no such thing.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you bought the 8K version of the TV?
Okay. Okay. QM 8K. Does that sound more like it?
Right. No, QMK. QM7K. There's no 8.7. There's 8 series, 6 series.
Yeah, I have the 8 series. I have the 8 series.
Right, you have the 8. That's one I just bought.
Yes.
That's one I just bought. QM
65 inch. I love it.
Me too. I'm building another YouTube studio, so I took my 8K. I'm going to put it in there. I put the 65 there, and I got my 77 inch, which I'm talking to y'all now, my OLED. But I'm just saying.
I hate you all. I'm looking at my 32-inch gun count. I need a bigger.
I'm with you, Paul. I got a 34 inch.
Oh, my wife enjoys my TCL more than I do. She's in the living room with it while I'm stuck back here with this Samsung 43-inch Odyssey Neo G7.
What was it? I was in
That's
Best Buy.
also a bad motherfucker. But I'm gonna say this: I have a monitor in my my first YouTube studio because it's on my YouTube desk, right? Like I do my unboxings in. But technically, I never really use monitors. I always bought a cable to connect the TV to a DVI. That's old school. DVI.
DVI.
Yeah.
That digital video input.
Oh, I know what DVI is. I'm like,
but hold on. Let me give
He's
you
showing
the
his
year.
age.
That
That's
was
what
like
he's doing.
that's the show my knowledge, bitch. Okay.
And your age along with it. Goddamn.
I was calling RJ45 cable when there was no such thing as Ethernet word.
This is true.
That's some real shit. But what I'm saying is, dang, I made me lose train of thought.
2002.
You bought a TV, yeah. You bought a TV.
But now you listen, man. That TCL QM8 series is from last year to this year is kicking a lot of TVs in the mouth that cost twice as much.
I need to talk to you after the stream. I need 100
It's
inch.
bang for buck. You listen, it has mini LED, right?
Yeah.
And listen, I have an 8K TV and I like my QM8 better. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
So how much is all this stuff going to go up now that this RAM stuff is going through the roof?
$300 to $400.
Yo, listen, I think these companies, I know they want to keep making money, but I think these companies that depend on the RAM need to step up more than we do.
Yeah.
Because you're milking them first, then us, and then they have to milk us.
All I'm saying is whether Nintendo.
I will be right back. Lemon, hold down the fort.
Well, what? So
you got to go drain again. Oh, that's twice in the same show. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let me say this. I mean, the thing is this, though, right? I don't care if it's PlayStation.
No. Let Paul talk.
Go ahead.
He's on some bullshit.
No, I was done talking.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
I mean,
because you're a sarcastic piece of shit since I got in here. I'm
He's
just
always a
saying,
sarcastic piece of shit. What are you talking
Get
about?
your-
Why is it different
Get
now?
your rocks off, motherfucker. Hold
Hey,
on, let me.
I'm trying to stay in a good mood. So
No,
let me have my
no.
phone.
Hold on. Let me talk. Fuck that. I'm Paul at night, motherfucker.
Yeah, I wish I had that 10. Yeah.
No, but let me say this though.
I missed you last week, though. That last week was the weekend to celebrate you. It was Black Friday, so
Oh,
You're gonna get slapped.
oh shit! That was oh my god! How you like that? God damn it!
Good one.
As Gen Z would say,
Lemon,
just clap
Lemon,
back.
he just shot you down.
You know what, motherfucker? Being that they kicking down and tearing down all the fucking Confederate statues, maybe they should start with you next, motherfucker. You old bastard.
That was a good one, though. That was, you have to admit, that shit was.
No, that shit had me on pause for a minute. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this motherfucker back.
Paul was waiting on that for like months to say that.
Paul
He
was holding on to that shit,
It's
boy.
been pent up frustration coming out.
He
on
said,
that.
I'm gonna wait till the next Black Friday to get this fucking lemon.
Shit. That's some revenge porn right there. Shit.
Yeah, but I can't really stay long.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Lemon's got the same bedtime as me, around 9 something.
I'm not drinking sexy titty milk though, like you, buddy.
Shit, that's how he keeps his beard that long. Goddammit!
Damn. I just walked into a race war or some shit. What the fuck is this?
Fucking Paul said some wild shit to me. I ain't even.
Damn, Paul.
Oh,
the fuck,
shit. It was
dog?
hilarious. You missed it, man. It was hilarious. It was funny as fuck. I was like, oh my god. Lemon was like, what the fuck did he just say? That was hilarious. I swear to God, it was hilarious. That was so. Oh shit. All right. Okay, so yeah, I mean, so all I know is this. If they're gonna, I don't care if it's PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, if they're coming out with an $800 box and expecting people to buy it, they got another thing coming. Ain't nothing mass market is gonna go for $800. So they better figure out something, especially PlayStation, especially if they want to deal with the mass market, because. Yeah, I mean Xbox is sort of sitting good because the Magnus is going to be is going to be a $1,200 or better.
Listen. It won't be 1,200. It might be 1,000. But I'm gonna tell you this. I don't give a fuck.
Cigar went out. You light it again.
No, it did.
No, it doesn't. What I'm saying is
Okay.
That's good shit. That's good.
But what I'm saying is, so even like okay, so, but Microsoft knows that even with the $1,000 box, they're not going to win the console war or whatever, right?
Listen, let me.
But they're
ask
not
you a
in
question.
that. Go ahead.
Hold on. No. Listen. There's no such thing. But listen, let me say this: when they make these graphic cards at $2,000, you think Nvidia goes, you know what? We're gonna sell 1 million of them. No.
But see, PlayStation is counting on 100 million sales because that's what they're usually going for per generation.
But the successful system sell is 50 million.
I
know they aim. It doesn't listen. Anything above 50 is a bonus.
Okay, if you're a customer selling 100 million,
we cannot make that's what they. You know what? We're gonna sell 100 million. No, that's the record breaking shit.
Okay,
that is not normal. We can't make that the normal.
But you mean to tell me they're going to release a console at $800 PlayStation? I don't know if that's something that is in their business model.
I didn't say PlayStation was going to do that. Who the fuck said
that?
But
if these RAM prices keep going up, don't you think their next iteration of the PlayStation 6, whatever they call it, is going to be upwards of $700-800 then?
I think I think 7 at launch, $750. But 800. Listen,
all I know. This RAM scare has got me keeping my PC extra clean, extra blown out, extra cool because I don't want to have to buy anything right now. Nothing.
Yeah, but my motto is if you build right the first time, none of this shit affects you.
Yeah.
I've had no issues.
Yeah, me either. I dropped my when my CPU finally went out and I changed my motherboard to the PCI Express Lane 4 slot, right? I had 64 gigabytes. You know how much of that shit I used? Nothing. I dropped my shit to 32. You don't really need more than 32.
Whoa, whoa,
me
whoa,
neither.
whoa, whoa,
Unless
whoa,
you
whoa.
doing some AI shit.
Whoa,
Shut up, you
whoa.
fake ass. Nope. No, you
Whoa.
don't start.
Whoa.
Polo.
Ooh, he said
Whoa.
thank to Carlos. Get him, Carlos.
Carlos.
Get him.
Carlos,
Pause.
stop. What do you? Let me guess. You need 128 gigabytes of RAM.
Well, no, that's if I was running a server.
No, I'm happy with 64.
You're not running a fucking server, clowns.
I got.
I'm happy, dude.
I got 64.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what
So-
are you doing that you need 64?
I run LLMs locally sometimes to do
For
certain
what?
stuff.
To do what? I don't no. We're not going to generalize that statement. I want to know what the fuck you doing.
He
'cause
wants to
you're
get up
not
all in your
using that.
business, Carlo.
No,
I've been programming
I've
with some LLMs. I've been programming with some LLMs. I made this awesome, cool thing where you can talk live on stream and it does subtitles.
Oh,
Surprise,
Does
motherfucker.
live
that's some
subtitles.
bullshit.
No, I did. I made it live subtitles with the green. It's got a green screen in the background. You could change the fonts. You could change the styles. You could all this kind of stuff. You could translate it into other languages on the fly.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you use Google.
No, I didn't use Google.
I mean,
So I've got 32 gigs, and until I'm running a
32 gigs.
game, until I'm running a game or something like Adobe Premiere, I am not using any more than 9 gigs. And then the highest I've
Preach.
ever seen, of that 32 gigs get used was when I was doing a 3-hour video edit on Premiere. I was using 24.
Well,
A 3-hour video edit.
my Mac
Well, let
Mini
me
is
tell
using
you.
16 gigs.
let me tell
No,
you.
no.
I'm gonna
Carlo
tell
works
you-
for fucking NASA.
Let me tell you.
Well, you know,
If I
maybe he
did, I'd be
does.
getting paid to do nothing but stare at these things that I think are aliens that might not be aliens. No, I would love that job. No,
I would
got-
too. I love aliens. I want to know more about them.
I married
got
I married
Da
an
Vinci.
alien.
I don't
I
believe
got-
nobody that don't put their face on the screen.
I
You
got
running
Da Vinci
everything but your
Resolve
camera.
Studio. I
No,
got Da
you're
Vinci
running
Resolve
everything
Studio.
but your camera. Carlo, we don't believe you.
Hold
Fuck
on.
this.
I got 3 monitors, 4 cameras.
So what? Monitors don't take
So turn
fucking
one of those
RAM.
cameras on.
And hold on. I've been doing 12K video with Da Vinci Resolve.
All your fucking monitors do not equal my
With
77-inch
HDR
OLED,
10
motherfucker.
plus. With
Fuck out
HDR
of here.
10
Whatever.
plus.
Slide that black card through your ass cheeks because you're full of shit.
Oh god damn! I tell you what,
I'm
it's
gonna
been
be
3
like
weeks,
Pinky in the
but I miss
Brain.
Lemon.
I'm
I
taking over the
got-
world.
I
Get the fuck out of here.
Since I've been doing the cosplay documentary, no, I've been doing DaVinci Resolve Studio 20.0.3. It's fully updated to the
I'm going to
newest
get
one.
my bird
I'm
so she
doing
can say
12K.
"Bullshit."
I've been doing 12K on it. I've been doing
You've
color
been doing
grading.
12K?
Yeah, 12K video.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
When you getting 12K content from?
I've
You're
been
not
doing,
recording it. You got an 8K camera, motherfucker, not
Yeah.
12.
I know, but I've been upscaling it.
Yeah. Oh, really? So you're giving fake frames, you FSR motherfucker?
Listen, don't be jealous that my
No, I'm
my
not.
graphics card can handle that. You know,
What graphic card you got that I don't got?
I got an AMD Radeon 6900 XT stock.
I know he bring that to a 48 at Super Party. I know he didn't bring that shit. I know he didn't say that shit to me.
I did, yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. yeah.
Don't.
You only
don't.
got a 4080?
Super.
Oh,
Super.
man.
Super? Oh.
Super.
Lemon,
What-
don't
you don't-
let him. Don't
I'm
let him
sorry.
get to you.
No.
You don't.
I-
You don't
I-
need any more rasterization and performance than a 4080 Super.
Thank you. Yo, first of all,
I got a
First of all, your
57
graphic
I
card
got
is a side
5070
bitch.
Ti in my laptop.
oh my God, a 5070 Ti.
Yeah.
You mean a 1080p plus 1440p system graphic card? Man, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, it's only 12 gigs on that. On the laptop.
Right. You know what kind of graphic card you got? You got a Steam box.
The hell I do.
Oh, I did.
Don't be upset about the AMD Radeon 6900 XT.
Somebody shut his mic off.
He's just upset. He's upset about it.
I bought a M4 Mac Mini for Black Friday.
Nobody's talking to you.
Oh my God, Mac is! Oh my God.
And I will say that the main reason I went to 64 is because I do video stuff, and I want it to process as fast as it.
Motherfucker, you got a Pentium too.
No, not anymore. Remember, I had to get the new computer last year because my old one gave up the shit. So
I thought you died with that PC, but somebody resurrected you. Rise from
I
the
wish
grave.
you're getting my hopes up like that. Don't do that.
No, he doesn't have a Pentium. He has a Core 2 Duo.
That motherfucker got a Commodore 64 minus the 4.
A Texas Instruments.
Carlo, like I'm rebuilding the planet.
Hey, that was my first. The TI-99 was my
I'm
first.
helping
son.
Tesla
Hey,
with
Hey,
cosplay.
it played.
You know what?
It played Oregon Trail in all 2 frames for glory.
Hey, nothing. I do want to say nothing but love, Carlos. Keep in mind that lemon is our he's our homegrown shit starter.
I know he
And,
is.
first of all-
remember, and anytime Lemon starts doing that, just remind him that he bought an 8K TV and there's no 8K stuff to watch on it.
I watch AK porn, bitch.
Oh, there's
Oh
8K porn.
damn! He brought up porn.
Shit.
He brought up porn.
Wait, pause. There's 8K porn? Why doesn't anyone tell honey, we need a TV?
First of all, I didn't buy it for the AK features. This is what happened. This is why I bought that TV. I bought it because
For the
at
porn.
the time that no.
Oh, okay.
Shut your ass up. The time I bought it, right? I'm very port driven heavy. I don't like TVs that come with one port that got HDMI 2.1 or 2.
Yeah.
So at the time, it was the only TV on the market that had that was a LED, mini LED that had 4 ports that was HDMI 2.1. This is because they didn't have no switch boxes at the time I bought that TV. The switch box that I could have got was $850. I said, you're fucking mad. Right? So I went out there, I bought a LG 8K mini LED TV, and it had 4 ports that had 2.1 4K.
2.1 is still the most current
Yes.
one, isn't it?
Yes, it's the
Yeah.
most current spec.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I bought it.
That'll get you 120 hertz, 4K
With VRR?
with
Yup.
VRR. It'll
Yup.
get you everything
Dolby
that you
Vision,
want from
HDR plus everything, all the bells and whistles. That's why I bought it, because I could have bought the Samsung, whatever 90 at the time, 90L or Samsung.
But Samsung does the same thing. They only give you one 2.1 port, and the rest of them were like 2.0.
They give you 2, and they give right.
Yeah.
So that's why I bought it.
Well, they give you 2, but one's an ARC.
Oh,
Right, and sometimes and that's what TCL don't do. TCL will put it on one of their 2.0 ports, your eARC, and give you 2 free channels of 2.1. People need to do their homework. Thank you, Bob.
Okay. Well, let's pivot a little bit away from this whole game. This whole.
That's why I bought
Hold on,
the QM8K.
I can't hear you guys because I'm running 4 virtual machines right now. I'm using Resolve at 12K flavor.
But we still don't see you on camera. You can run whatever the heck you
been using
want.
32
Yo,
gigs
Carlos,
of RAM.
First of all, you ever heard this? We don't give a fuck.
you don't give a fuck.
If he turns the camera on, his machine's gonna start to smoke.
Smoke it.
You know, I allocate.
You running all this shit, but you can't run a camera and do that shit.
You know, I'm busy allocating 32 gigabytes of RAM to my Windows 95 virtual machine.
Oh my God! What is 95 even good for other than running Doom and its original?
I know what he's watching on it. I know what he's watching on it. He's watching. Remember that Weezer music video they came with every.
No.
Yeah.
I'm playing Winamp. I'm playing Winamp. I'm playing some Winamp.
Like Buddy Holly.
Wow.
He took his headphones off because he's like, "Oh shit, he's right. He's really, I'm using his server for my PC. I better be careful before he cuts me off."
All right, let me ask y'all a question. Okay, so Lemon, it's a good thing you're on because it worked out serendipitous for the next topic. Hip Hop Gamer came out this week and said that PlayStation is developing a PC, like their next console is going to have sideloaded with Steam.
He said you'll be able to have Steam, and this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When people are told things, there's always plan A, B, and C.
Mhm.
Nothing is concrete, right?
Mhm. Your
'Cause
time,
I've heard things
plans change all
just
the
like-
time. Right.
Right. Just like I knew there was a Series S. They didn't have a name for it at the time they showed the X.
Mhm.
And Xbox was that's why they didn't show it, because they didn't know if they was gonna bring the shit out. When they showed the X at the Jeff Keighley jump off, right? They didn't know at that time. I knew. Shout out to my boy 100 who made a bet with K Mega. K Mega was had said you know, I could see them making two systems, and it was a $400 bet.
Mhm.
And we was live on GLG at the time, and me, the Iron Lords, we knew about the S. Like I said, didn't have a name, right? So when he made the bet, I said, yo, don't take that.
Mhm.
So 100 was like, fuck that, G. I said,
Damn, Z.
you shouldn't take that because shit changes.
Right.
It's just an app. It can downscale to these APUs because we see these APUs in these handhelds.
Mhm.
Shit could change.
So,
And if Microsoft is definitely, which I told you they was building that, which I told you was going to be high end, they may not have the power, but they may have the ability, right? Not the fidelity, but the ability to do it. They may have pivoted.
well, see,
But the only thing is the difference between Microsoft and Sony is Sony has two problems on the PC space. First of all, they don't have their own store. They don't have the partnership deals of Microsoft on the PC level because Microsoft is a PC company. They also don't have the teams to port to PC. Nix's, and they bought the other two companies that got. One of them was part of Ouya,
yeah, Nix's
that-
they
that
bought
shit.
for that specific purpose, though, right?
but they had two companies way before that they didn't even fucking use.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
And I can't think
Yep.
of their names. I can't think of their names. Don't even. That shit was so long ago.
Mhm.
But they have three companies.
Mhm.
Nix's is the current one that everybody talk about, but they got a total of three. The difference, that's their problem, right? Even today, Horizon runs like dog shit. They don't have that PC knowledge. PC, people talk about, oh, you got to downscale for the S. Do you imagine what you got to use, the different motherboards, CPUs, graphic cards, different memory schemes on PC is fucking limitless of what people own. You got people with 8 gigabytes of RAM, 8 gigabyte of RAM.
But so that brings up a good question. With the price of RAM going up, as y'all said, wouldn't it then be in the future the best offering for somebody to get a PS5 Pro because of the price and the performance in comparison? Like, I mean, like right now, a lot of people, as we say it, have not upgraded from the One X to the Series consoles because the One X is fitting the bill, kind of like what KY's son is doing, right? So you would think that the prices of RAM going up, causing the consoles to go up, wouldn't the PS5 Pro then, in retrospect, be considered a good purchase because you're getting for price performance situation?
I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna say why.
Okay.
The PS5 Pro is dependent on software to do a lot of shit.
Yeah, that PSSR.
Yeah, right,
architecture,
and
yeah.
FSR. We on all that shit,
Yeah.
right? Right now, Silent Hill came out, and the Series X runs
Mhm.
better than the fucking PS5 Pro.
It does.
Mhm.
I
So
was
what
going
the
to bring that
fuck?
up.
But then,
Right, like,
but
what
that's
the
what I'm
fuck?
saying. So when the next consoles come out, wouldn't the economical power narrative of purchase be better for a person to buy the prior console, the Series X and the PlayStation 5, as opposed to paying $800 for the potential or $700 for the PS5 or PS6 or whatever?
So this is the big problem here. So Microsoft has made this move,
Mhm.
this stream your own game campaign, you can call it.
Mhm.
And I mean, if you look at all the games right now, okay, Arc
And,
Raiders,
and
you
PlayStation
can-
is
if
doing
you
it too.
own-
Like if you are part of like the, I don't know what tier, but you can stream
No.
any game you have on.
Yeah, they added that
Yeah.
later, but I've
Yeah.
been streaming my own game for Xbox since 2017.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Caleb.
see, you've been able to do this, but they've not really. They've removed the necessity for you to get the next gen console to play the next gen game. They've done that ever since they started replacing the blades in their servers with Series X blades. But they've not. They touched on it momentarily, but they never really hammered that home. So everybody's
No.
still on this
xCloud.
belief that unless you are a serious Xbox One gamer and have refused to go to the Series S and Series X, you don't know this because Xbox, they touched it and then they left it. They did not hammer it home. You do not need to upgrade your hardware to play next hardware games.
Yeah, you can
And
stream
that's
it all.
honestly, I think that's a big reason why the Series S and X, they didn't sell as many because there's a lot of people. Thimber, everybody knows who Thimber is.
Right.
Thimber is in everybody's chats. He's everybody's moderators on many channels. He runs an Xbox One. He plays all the new games with us. He's streaming all that shit on xCloud. He doesn't have to get a new console. And living in Brazil, it would break him to buy one.
But let me say this too, man.
That's me. I don't.
This. Good. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say that's me. I don't have to. That's why I'm like mostly in the cloud.
You
No
live in
installs, no
Brazil?
problem.
Wow.
I
Go
gotta
ahead.
get off here.
Well, she
know,
got a
get
Brazilian
ready
booty,
to go
so I
to
guess it goes.
bed.
It coincides.
No,
right?
you
Right,
don't. You
Cozy?
can give us about 20 more minutes. Chill.
No, I gotta go to bed. But anyway,
But
I
listen-
gotta make sure that Lemon's OS stays up on my server because
Yo, the
I don't wanna
next
cut 'em
time
off,
my
you know.
phone rings and it doesn't say clowns, we're
Yeah.
gonna have a problem.
what does that mean?
Ooh.
Doesn't say. What does that mean? I'm lost.
No,
Your
you're gonna be hurt. But keep it up.
Wait. I
No, no,
ring
no,
your
no.
phone.
Don't be telling an Italian what you're gonna do. You don't know this man.
Shots fired.
Everybody,
I do
shots
that, man.
fired.
I do know that man very well. That's my personal friend in real life. Fuck this YouTube shit. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me say this.
I'll beat you at the next pizza contest.
Yeah. Whatever.
You'll be wearing that cheese.
I'm
as
more,
I am.
You guys
I'm
meeting the
more,
Genos
I
again?
am more
Geno's
Italian
on the
than
corner.
clowns. I don't
In the
know
middle of
about
the
I don't know
Bronx.
about my man Wolfman Jack over here, but I
You
know
know-
I'm more Italian than you.
You and
Ooh.
Paul do have a very similar skin tone. I could be Sicilian.
Oh.
Keep it up. I'm gonna be your brother-in-law.
Wow.
Too
Shit's
late.
getting real on
He knows
Wasted.
he knows it's too late for that.
No,
He
it's
knows
not. I could be I could be a good side motherfucker.
Well, if,
Yeah, he
if
wants
you
to be a
become-
sugar daddy
I'll
for
play my
somebody.
role. I'll play
If
my
you-
listen, I'll play my
If
role,
you become the
motherfucker.
brother-in-law, then you got to kick up 500 every week.
Ooh, no big deal. That's chump change for Lemon, right?
No. You lucky Cozy here because I was gonna say some shit. Stop while you were
Hey,
ahead.
hey, keep it clean for the ladies.
That's all right, Cozy.
What lady?
I put you in charge, Cozy.
What
I put
lady?
you in charge.
What charge of what?
Being
Charge
a
of
lady.
everything.
Being a
Listen,
lady.
listen.
Charge of what's clean, speak around a woman, and what's not.
Yo, listen, but I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
like the wrong person to ask.
I'm gonna say this.
Wow, I love you even more
Go
now.
ahead.
Back in the days, this is the problem. And I blame the generation of 360. I blame the generation of 360 for a lot of things that's good and a lot of things that's bad. When they was allowed to take a console and rock out for 9.5 years, it spoiled the industry. PlayStation 2 was part of the problem and the developers. They had so much of an install base with PS2. They brought out PS3. It had problems with the cell processor. Fuck all that.
Right.
The problem was the developers didn't take the time to learn the cell processor because they had 150 fucking million PlayStation 2s out there, and they came out and said it.
Yeah.
Why would we move 3 years into this generation and we got 150 million motherfuckers playing on PlayStation 2? And they kept making games for PS2. Back in the days when you had a Genesis, Sega Master System, a 32-bit, a Super Nintendo,
It was a hard reset.
NES. That's right.
Mhm.
And they forced your hand
Though. Right.
to move to the next generation. This cyberpunk shit that's happening every fucking generation. Remember, cyberpunk runs fine on Series X and PS5.
Right.
It's the last generation had the fucking problem.
Right.
It really wasn't the game.
It really was.
It was the majority of motherfuckers who bought it was on last gen because it only was out 2 months. This shit runs like trash. Yeah, on your fucking outdated system. That's the problem. Now, with what Bob is saying, you got the X Cloud and all this shit on the series on a One X. You don't have to upgrade. But
Yep.
see, they're building a different ecosystem. They don't give a fuck where you play. That's why they got
I know.
500 million motherfuckers.
Unfortunately, though, the only people that know that are the ones that are using it on the One X's. That's it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying that's
No,
the fucking problem.
Not just
Right?
even the One X. A lot of people, like, you know, when they were like, people were talking about, like, people were making fun of them talking about their cloud growth. But that's like, generally speaking, lots of people who have like worse computers, they'll have to decide between this and between that and like GeForce Now.
You know, it
Which
just
is
seems
insane
so
expensive.
That
fucking
looks
quick.
good. What are you eating?
It's a pie.
No, it's a little
Oh.
bit. Of,
But you
it's
know,
a
this
it's
seems
some
you
lemon.
know,
She got
to
lemon
go back
on
to
her
Pot
the-
dish.
pie? Is it a
How's
pot
that-
pie?
It's a
No, it's
lemon
an apple pie.
But you know, this all this
Ooh,
seems
it-
so.
Oh damn!
Wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. I know the fuck.
I ain't.
Hold the fuck up. I know the fuck. She don't have a slice. She has the whole fucking pie.
Dude, that reminds me of the pie he used in American Pie on the counter.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
the whole
Yo,
pie.
cozy,
Yeah.
cozy.
What are you doing with
Cozy.
that pie?
Yo, cozy. Cozy. Stop eating. That is fucking greedy. The center of the pie
you're
is
just jealous
gone.
you don't have a
What the-
slice.
You got
No,
to
first of
share
all, I
that
don't eat
shit.
apple pie. I don't really eat cakes and stuff like that. It's very rare.
But shit,
This
that doesn't look
motherfucker got-
good though.
She got the whole. That shit don't look like. It looked like a crater. She ate the whole shit out. That shit is crazy. She didn't pick up a slice. She picked up the shit it comes in. Yo, that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. That's some yo
love it.
Bob. That's some greedy shit. You can't even invite her over for dinner. She'll be like, "You want a slice? No, I want the whole thing."
She goes
Yeah,
to this.
it's like,
She
here.
goes to the Thanksgiving dinner, picks up the fucking whole bird, full ass bird. and
Yo,
walks
you trying to play
away.
catch up because you didn't have Thanksgiving dinner? Like, what the fuck was that?
I'll be dipping out of the pan into her plate, and she just picks
Yo,
up the whole pan and
She
goes to
picks
the
up the
table.
right.
Wait,
You want some
wait,
turkey?
you guys
She
don't
take
eat
the
whole
whole
pies?
pan and- No, who the fuck does that?
I
Who
do.
does that?
See, Paul eats a
God.
whole under.
Yeah, Lemon,
Birdie.
stop complaining. You know you like her when she's thick.
I do, but fuck, I would never want to take her out to dinner. I'd be broke.
Oh, it reminds me of this one girl I dated a long time ago when we were in college. I took her to Outback. This girl ordered 3 appetizers, the tomahawk steak, and the chocolate thunder from Down Under. We were walking back to our car, and she's touched her stomach. She said, "You know, tomorrow I'm gonna go on a diet." I looked at her like, "Bitch, why did you go on a diet today?"
Yo, you know what's
I'm
crazy?
surprised
Because
you
you were
didn't say
paying
she
for it.
said she was still hungry.
Yo, let me tell you something. One of
Oh, I
my
fed her all
supervisors
right.
at my job, he told me, "Yo, Lemon, I buy 2 seats on the plane so I can fit comfortably." Right?
Yeah.
So one day he goes to get all this food, and I'm with him, right? He picks all this fattening shit, and then says, "Can I get a Diet Coke?" I said, "Motherfucker, drink the bad shit. You might as well kill yourself.
Yeah.
Are you gonna drink? You gonna eat all this bad food and have a Diet Coke? Who you fool? Who you
I had
fool?
another friend who did that. She would eat really bad, crappy food
And eat
and Diet
Diet
Coke.
Right?
So no, it's actually not because it's a diet drink. It's like some people they just like that's what they grew up drinking and they
You
really
know
no,
what,
love
no.
Diet
Cozy?
Coke.
Cozy,
She would
I'm gonna
drink it
need you to
because it
do
was
me
diet.
one solid today and
What?
shut the fuck up.
I
No,
know.
she
I don't
didn't think
drink.
it
I don't
was
drink
jam.
regular
No
Coke. It's
way.
too
That hurt
sweet.
me.
There-
That hurt
Yo,
my
there is
feelings.
no way you talk about somebody drinking Diet Coke after you just showed it a fucking crater.
Well, no. I know, no. So like, I know lots of people, and I'm like, why do you like Diet Coke? And it's only Diet Coke. It's like people legit drink Diet Coke.
No, this
Specifically.
lady was. This lady was
I like
like.
Diet Coke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
well,
like Diet Coke. It's like hard to explain.
no,
There's
no,
no other diet
you
soda.
don't, no, I'm just saying this lady was. I'm trying to watch my calories. I'm like, I watch you eat a lot of calories over there.
Right. You're a calorie guzzler.
There was
Yo,
this
Cozy.
one.
So
I'm gonna put you on a internet diet.
listen,
That shit was crazy.
listen.
What?
My entire household has been drinking diet soda for the last 10 years, and we cannot drink regular soda now because regular soda
You
tastes
used to
like
it.
flat.
Right.
It tastes like flat ass sugar water. Is exactly
Right.
what regular soda tastes like.
Well, Diet
get it,
Coke
Bob, but
famously was
goddamn.
what New Coke's flavor was. They made Diet Coke, and Diet Coke was sort of successful, so they
Birdie.
made New Coke, and then New Coke was horrible, so they made Coca-Cola Classic, and Coke Zero is basically what Diet Coca-Cola Classic would have been. So that's what I drink. I drink a lot of Coke Zero, and not because I don't
Hey,
like.
what time is it, man? I gotta go.
Okay, hold on. We're about to leave anyways. Anyway. Okay.
25 minutes
No, don't
after
rush.
9, sir.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
So, I if you're getting late, let me know so we can go ahead and finish it up. So anyhow,
No, I'm just going out. I ain't been out and fucking. I've been working my ass off.
yeah. Well,
Just
you
wanna hit
deserve
the
it
street.
anyway. So I mean,
I don't know if I believe you or not. Show us that
you
ass.
still
I
got a
want
lot
to
of
see how
ass
much
over
it's
there. You
produced.
still got a lot of ass over there.
it's like, yeah, you still have
I
a lot
don't-
of
I
ass
don't-
to give.
I don't have the donkey.
You don't show and tell is what you're saying. Okay, I get you.
Okay, here's my question. We're going back to this whole PlayStation thing, right? What incentive would PlayStation have to allow Steam on there? Because they make profit off their games, but if you can buy Steam games on the PlayStation Store and play it on your PlayStation, how does that benefit PlayStation's bottom line? Because PlayStation is subsidizing their console, or they have to.
Okay,
right?
so
Yeah.
so there's I mean, if you play Steam games, you know. If you don't, you don't. But there are a plethora of games on Steam that the developers are just never going to come to console. Like I
Okay.
mentioned the
Yeah.
game earlier, Ferocious, never going to come to console. Hail to the Rainbow, never going to come to console. The Gold River Project, never going to come to console. Tempest Rising, the throwback, feel good Command and Conquer RTS, never going to come to
but they
console.
cannot allow only those games that are not on PlayStation on the Steam store. They're gonna have, if it's Steam, they have to allow all
Right.
games,
What-
right?
No,
That's
they have
what
to
I-
allow all
right.
games.
Exactly. So the only thing that I can think of, because judging from PlayStation's strategy from outside looking in, which means I don't really know shit about what they're thinking, but the only reason I can think of this all of a sudden hearing that the PlayStation 6 is going to allow Steam is because the Xbox Magnus is almost definitely going to have it because
Yes.
the
It's a
Xbox
Me
full
Too.
screen,
Me too.
it's a Me Too movement, basically what it
that's
is
all
in
it
the
is.
console space. They
don't wanna
have
be
it,
left
so we
out.
have to make sure we have it too,
Yeah.
so they don't have something that could possibly tempt a purchaser to their console over ours.
And it seems to be working. There's a new stat out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow, but I don't know why people rushing to go to PC. Oh, PC's the way to play. It's freedom. I'm like, first of all, PC is expensive if you're trying to play it on high fidelity. You can get a PC and your shit just looks like trash. PC is not the way unless you pay it.
And also, if you're into the fidgety stuff of it, right? Like, tweaking
right.
this, tweaking
Right.
that, tweaking this, tweaking that,
Right.
to get the best
Dude.
fidelity, whatever. Yeah.
Listen, it's not. It's something. It's not for the casuals. It's really
It's
not.
that. So, but it's also not as
it
bad
is,
as it was 20 years ago.
No.
It's not.
It's way
It
better.
is though. There are lots.
I
so
remember
think
I
that's
couldn't
the
even get a
thing.
controller. I had like fucking 30 controllers to try to play first person game. This shit was crazy because I hate.
I
keyboard and
started
mouse.
up in Steam full picture or big picture mode now. Basically all I got to go in and do is set my frame rate limiter, turn on VSync, set my resolution, and turn on my details to ultra, and I'm done. Start the game. Let's go.
It's a simpler situation today, but I'm talking about the fidelity side. People think you just buy a PC and you automatically just got this great performance. Your performance is what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
I
I'm
also
talking
think,
about. People think you just go over there, I'm running games at 300 frames. No, you're not. Unless you pay
In
for it.
1080p, you may be.
I mean, 1080p, you could run 240. But on what settings? Medium, high, ultra. Most people can't do fucking ultra
but
settings.
that's just really a big bunch of loudmouths. I mean, we all see the stats. We all know what most people.
Right.
People. There's lots
They
of
grabbing
people.
on, they playing on low end 1080p,
But there's also lots of people
which
like
is not a visual
who
beast.
don't even care because they're not playing those games. And I think that's like the PC market is a lot more fractured as far as like what people are doing with those.
Well, like, okay, for example, Cyberpunk, right? Like,
computers.
I can get a good game of Cyberpunk on my Series X or on my PlayStation 5, whatever, right? But I do not. And now, can I play Cyberpunk on a 4090, 5090, get ray tracing,
That's
path
not-
generation,
No,
all
you
that
gotta,
other
you
bells?
gotta name. You gotta name the regular cards. Can't bring in those cards. That is
No,
definitely outside.
Don't mention the 90 cards.
Right. You gotta say 50, 60, 40, 60, 30, 60, or the 6600 XTs. You gotta say what people are buying.
Yeah, but
not
you see,
run to the high end because there's not that many of them.
but you see,
people
and
out
that's my point. My point is when I play Cyberpunk, I'm happy with how it looks on my consoles. Yeah,
Yes,
I know
it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, and I know it'll
Yeah.
look better on my PC.
Yeah, maybe if you pay for it.
But I'm not interested in for
That's the
what
whole
I.
point.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it
If
ain't
I
gonna look
pay
better
all
on
this
your- it
money,
ain't
what
gonna
am I
look
going
better
to
on your
get?
Mac.
So
It ain't gonna look better.
So-
on your Mac,
right.
dude.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm kind of like I think I'm in the camp of a lot of content creators here because we got something with the 4070 Ti Super Series and we got something with the 4080 Super Series.
70
We got
was excellent.
yes, we got dual encoders. So I can do two things with my graphics cards at one time. I'm no longer strapped to. I could no longer encode a video and run OBS at the same time while I'm doing a show, trying to get a video ready to show on that show because I only had one encoder. With the 4070 and the 4080 series, I had dual encoders. So I could run a show with one encoder and I could encode another video before it's even ready to put on the show with the other encoder. So with me getting that graphics card, I started out with the 4070 Ti Super. Now I have a 4080 Super. I benefited on the gaming end by going towards it with the content creator end in mind. I wasn't
That's
going
what's up.
after the gaming.
Mhm.
I was going after the content creator. I wanted the dual encoder that I got, and now I just happen to benefit from being able to game at a higher fidelity. I can run Cyberpunk 2077 at 4K with DLSS set to quality, and I'm hitting 110 frames a second. And it's just, it's a side product. That's not what I went for, but it's what I get.
Yeah.
And it's, it's just,
And
I
see,
don't know.
and see, that's the thing. Like you, Lemon, Cerebral, Cozy, you guys are comfortable doing all of that. Like, and as I said, like for me, it's one of those things where I'm happy with the way my Cyberpunk plays.
I'm ecstatic how it plays on my Series X.
Yeah.
I don't like I said, I don't really the shit I see about people with PC, the way they be talking, I'd be like, you live in fantasy land. Because most people are not that's why they built the Steam box, how they built it, because they see those Steam attach rate number performance PCs. That's why they built that box like that.
Or
They know
but-
what the fuck, even though you can't play major fucking multiplayer games on that shit. Nobody wants to discuss that. But that's why they built that box like that. It's not a high-end machine.
Well, I
It's
think it's more for the indies and the what are those
No,
games that
it's
early
really
access
to
games?
play-
Yeah.
No, it's to play everything, but not at the fidelity of what people think.
Right. No, but like
That's the difference.
And I've seen like, of course, streamers and stuff like, oh, look at me, I'm playing this game on a 4080 or whatever like that. And I look at the game that they're playing, and I'm like, yeah, but it looks like something that I'm getting on my Series X or my PS5. Yes, it looks a little bit better, but not. I'm not going to go and shill out as much money.
Right.
You know?
And that's the whole point.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fabrication, a lot of capping on the internet. But if you want to game at a high fidelity, like people want to run with these frames, and I'd be like, "What you playing on?" Oh, I'm playing on a monitor that does 60 frames or 120. So what are you talking about 300 frames for?
Yeah. When you get, like I just put in the chat, when you get over 100 FPS outside of your competitive games, it's just a waste. I mean, when I'm playing an adventure game, I'm playing Cyberpunk, I'm playing Ferocious, I'm playing Hell to the Rainbow or The Last Caretaker. If I'm hitting 100 frames a second, dude, I am having the time of my life. I don't care, because against the AI, 100 frames a second, I'm the best that I can be. But when I get into competitive gameplay, that's when you start dropping it down to 100 to 1080p, trying to run as the highest frame rate you can, so you have the highest reaction time and the best like shot per frame, everything. That's where it comes in.
Let me tell you what I was streaming tonight. I was playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, right? 60 frames, 4K, right? The fidelity mode is 1080p 120. I'm not picking that. I picked the 60 frames. The game is silky smooth.
Yep.
Silky. Who the fuck need 120 in a single player game?
Yeah, you don't need it. I mean, unless I'm going against another human player where every fraction of a second matters.
It does help in Elden Ring, though.
I don't
and
need
it does
it.
help in Souls-like games to have a higher frame rate a little bit.
No, it really don't. Not against NPCs. That is a multiplayer frame rate thing. That is not for single player.
Okay.
And you got to think about it. You pushing that frame rate. Do you even have the refresh rate on your display to show that frame rate?
Right.
It's just.
I mean,
bullshit.
I've got a really good Samsung Odyssey Neo G7. It's 43 inches, and I'm max at 144 hertz. I can't go higher than 144 frames a second.
You don't need that for anything. I'm sorry. Like, once you hit 80 frames per second, let's just keep it gangster. You playing multiplayer, you good. Because it'll never dip below 60.
Yep.
And you happy with 60 frames. So if you get something 80, that's all with people with these handhelds. Oh, I'm pushing my Xbox LIX to 120. You're a dickhead. You living on battery life.
Okay.
What the fuck are you bragging about? Do you hear yourself? That's just a FOMO. You fucking don't make sense.
But I think sometimes a lot of people just want to be spewing numbers just to be spewing numbers, not even knowing what they're spewing,
That's my point. You saying exactly what I'm saying. Right. It's stupid. If you I'm playing Silk Song at 120. Well, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. You guys know this. I can afford any PC I want, but I don't see the benefit of me doing it. That's the thing. A
lot of shit is being thrown around. That's why my block button on Twitter just goes off crazy like fireworks. I don't even want to hear you novices no more because you stupid. You're trying to say shit to make you look intelligent, and to people that know what you're talking about, we think you're an asshole. Yeah. It's stupid. You playing Silk Song at 120.
And
really?
See, I sit there and say, hey, I got a Mac Mini.
Right, Bob? I mean, playing Silk Song at 120. So you think you're doing something.
You've got numbers, and then you have the facts that go along with numbers. And do you really have the reaction time to take advantage of 120 frames over 60?
I have a hard time telling the difference sometimes.
Listen,
I mean, I do too.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is beautiful at 60, and yes, the game looks fantastic. It still looks like a Nintendo game. It looks like a upscale N64 game. Right? You shoot the boxes, you just break into little ass pieces. It's still primitive compared to these other consoles. But guess what? It runs well and it's crystal clear. It's sharp. Draw distances are nice. and they actually have fucking dialogue in the game. People talk, which is amazing.
I've been playing
I
Octopath
can-
Traveler 0, and I can say the same thing. It's, I mean, I
For
know it's
the-
not going to be pushing any metrics, but it's
Right.
phenomenal.
Right.
For the first,
Yeah.
so for the first time in a long time, I can actually say that over the last 30 days, I have probably done more gaming on Steam than I have done on consoles. That's mainly because of what's been coming out on consoles is kind of what I've anticipated, and Steam has been dropping a lot of play tests
Yeah.
and a lot of new releases and early access that I've really been interested in. And I've done a few tests just to see what I felt, and you can go in, you can set your frame rate to whatever you want it to not go over. I've played at 60, and I've played at 110 frames, 120 frames, and dude, I mean, until you experience it side by side, I mean, by like making changes on a PC that you see within seconds. I don't see a difference.
Nope.
It's
No.
a big numbers
I
game.
have a hard
It's
time.
just a
I have
big
a-
numbers game.
I have a
Bullshit.
hard time figuring out what Digital Foundry is talking about when they blow up.
Well, first of all, they got a lot of fluff in their content.
This
They got a lot of
so
fluff. And I spoke to Richard Ledbetter,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, when y'all put that shit out, people pay attention to it, but a lot of that shit don't even make sense that y'all be doing. He was
So
like,
this
"Well, we do it for the
a lot of
content."
it comes down to these e-games tournaments and stuff like that, where you've got guys that are so good at what they do in a certain game that yes, I will give it to them. They need every advantage they can get
mentally,
yes,
Right.
and how many frames they have over the other person.
mentally.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I'm a fighting game dude. I just finished beating somebody, a few asses in that token.
How is that
Battle
game?
shit
I
on
heard
Twitch.
it looks.
You're
It looks
fucking-
good. It looks phenomenal.
Phenomenal, but it's very simplistic controls. It does a lot of shit for you.
Oh.
But I'm gonna say this. When you playing games, it's always about the enjoyment. It's really not about the numbers. These fighting game dudes, like in the last Capcom collection, I'm just bringing up for the last game that did it. They put the hitboxes in there around the characters. Most people look at that, don't even know what the fuck that is. That is the super, super, super enthusiast. Most people don't fucking look at the game. Yo, the hitbox. I need to hit this specific hitbox in this millisecond to do this one combo. Who the fuck really does that?
I didn't even know
Who
there was
does
a
that?
hitbox.
Yeah, they got a mode where you could put on the hitboxes. It's a bunch of squares on the characters,
Oh, okay.
on both characters, and you could. I'm like, I'm a fighting game junkie. I'll be like, what the fuck?
That would
kind of
lose
run-
the immersion for me, right? Like, kind of.
Yo,
You see all
it's
these fucking boxes.
crazy. That's my point. And when you hear people try to make those situations a general situation, I'm looking at you sideways on Twitter like,
So
the fuck are you talking about?
okay, so I just did a search on Edge using Microsoft Bing. I got to get those points wherever I can
Points.
get them.
That's right.
It says the average polling rate for a fighting game on console is typically around 1,000 hertz, which allows for nearly instantaneous input response. 1,000 hertz. Okay, so there's nobody out there doing 1,000 frames a second. Let's say you're doing 120 frames a second and you get 1,000 hertz of input response. Do you really think your reaction is
up with that.
enough to take advantage of 1,000 hertz within
No,
120
sir.
hertz on your screen?
Unless you the Flash.
Yeah, unless you're the Flash.
Right. This shit is
But
this
you know,
shit is
some of
stupid.
these esports players, they really take their stuff really seriously.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And that's where all this comes from.
Yeah.
Let me ask
It's
you a
a lot
question.
of where it stems from.
You know that little Japanese guy used to have the white hair dyed, and he used to be like the master Street Fighter.
Yeah, I remember seeing him. I don't know his name though.
He's from Japan. I had a fight against him in Brooklyn at a fucking what was that? It's not Best Buy. What's the other one? Not Best Buy. It's not home. It wasn't Blockbuster. What was the other? Hollywood Video.
Wow,
they had a
that's back in the
tournament.
day, man.
Okay.
Yeah. they had a
So I
tournament.
do
Hold
I
on,
do.
hold on,
I
hold on.
did. I need to respond to somebody in the chat. D487 says that's input rate. Does that get buffered average overtime to be used by the? Okay, it does say that controllers that are running at a rate of 1,000 hertz can provide a slight edge in precision and responsiveness, making so you have to not you're capable of that, but you have to have the controller that has that polling rate of 1,000 hertz.
And that polling rate only applies to PC. That shit is not on
that
console.
that
Console
polling
is
rate
250.
So I
max.
can get 1,000 hertz easily out of my mouse.
Yep.
Out of my Red Dragon mouse, I can get 1,000 hertz easily just by making a setting change in the app.
I'm gonna name
I
another
don't
controller
know
that
about
does
the
that.
controller. I
There's-
don't
no,
either.
There
I
is.
do
there
not.
is it's a Game Series 7 Pro can do that.
Oh yeah, the one that you
But
told me
it
to buy,
doesn't-
the Wukong
yes,
Fallen Feather
but it,
ones.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it
yeah.
does not. But it doesn't do that on console.
Oh yeah.
Console is
Oh, yeah,
only
I got that one too.
250. 250. It's only 250.
Is that hardware determined? Like, is that determined by the console itself or the?
No.
I think that has a lot to do with the Wi-Fi connection to your console.
Yes, it is. Even wired, you get 250 on both consoles.
Even
On
wired?
PC,
I thought then why do
yes,
they connect
no,
with wire?
listen to
Why
me.
do they make a big
They
deal?
only listen to me.
Yeah.
They only can do hardware wise on console, wired or wireless, 250. Only PCs could do 1,000.
But then why do people make it a big deal to have their controller hardwired to their console?
Because you get no latency between a Bluetooth controller. It's direct input. It's wired. Xbox was the first controller to come out to plug it, because PlayStation back in the days, you could plug up your controller and it would charge it, but it still was wireless.
Okay.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Xbox was the first one to
was
come
the
out with
first
the
one.
technology called DirectNet.
Yep. And they was able to plug up your controller, charge it, but it would be considered a wired controller. Now PlayStation 5 has that.
Oh,
PlayStation
okay.
4 did not. But the 1,000 polling rate that my man Bob is talking about, only on PC. And when you buy the games here and you go into the app, it tells you when you try to change it to on the console to 1,000, this will only work on PC. It doesn't work on console because they're made for 250 max.
All right, I got to ask you a question though, since we're finishing up on the show as we're closing in. We got to know, because we talked about this earlier before you logged in. So I want to know your take on it. What the hell is that statue everyone's talking about?
What statue?
You know, for the VGA, everyone's talking about.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't give a fuck.
Again, I'm
I don't know.
reacting to D487 in the chat on Bluetooth stack or whatever. What is the maximum polling rate? The maximum polling rate running Bluetooth connections is only 125 hertz. You have to have an additional tech like DirectNet that is with Xbox. I don't know what they're using with PS5, but it is something similar to get that double, which is 250.
Yep.
Are they going to increase the polling rate for the next generation, or are they just going to keep it the same? And
Well, if the
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know that because they don't really talk about that shit. You only know that when these third-party people bring out these controllers and then they discuss it.
Yeah.
That's how we found out.
You only know that when these eggheads that are deep in development get on the mic and say some stuff nobody understands.
A lot of shit just don't. That's the whole point of what we're saying is stop feeding into people shit. Just play your fucking games.
Yeah, and enjoy your
Yeah.
experience. Don't worry
Right.
about how it's being run. As long as you like
Right.
the way it's being run, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know.
Like I said, Metro Prime is super smooth. It's a beautiful game for a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
That shit do not look like Cyberpunk, motherfucker.
How's the
Nothing
motorcycle
looks like
section?
Cyberpunk
Right.
unless it's Metro Exodus. I
Yes.
gotta hand it to him. Metro
Looks
Exodus
amazing.
is bar none. Awesome.
Yeah, but people. I can't even talk to certain people. Like, I just go. I start turning to a little kid. I put both fingers in my ears to go.
See no evil.
You know,
hear
it's-
no
I-
evil.
and that's why I'm
I don't
surprised
wanna hear
you
this
and me don't
shit.
talk more often, Lemon.
I do. I
We
show
should.
it to you
We ought to
all the
be.
time.
We ought to talk like I know, but we ought to talk like every day the way we get along.
Yeah, right.
All
The way
right.
we see eye to eye on things and tech
Because
specs.
we actually know this shit.
Okay,
That's why.
masturbate each other off stream, not during the stream. Okay.
You mad? You mad?
Hey, Cerebral. Hey, Paul knows this shit too, but Paul stays quiet.
Yeah.
Because we not
Paul
letting
just
him
sits
talk.
back and
We
you
not
can
letting
see
him talk.
Paul's little smirk on his camera when we start talking about stuff, and he's like, "Yep, they're right."
Yeah, you've not said
they're
anything
right.
at all, Paul, in this whole discussion, and this is right up your wheelhouse.
Because they're covering it. Why
Right.
do I need to,
Right. When somebody on point, you just let them rock. It's when they fuck up, you got to chime in.
And let them know that's what I do. That's what I step
Right.
in. Somebody says something stupid, I'll be the first
But a
one
lot
to
of
go,
of people don't. This is why I don't get deep into this shit, because people get lost. They be like, their brains turn to scrambled eggs. They don't.
Oh God, what's Hertz? I only know FPS. What's Hertz? Oh my God.
See, look.
Hertz is a rent-a-car. Hertz is a rent-a-car company, right?
If you bought the Xbox handheld, technically your goal should be 40 frames per second. That's what
Because
you
that's
should
where
play.
the VR that's where the VRR
right.
starts is
That's
40
right.
frames.
You
Ace.
need to just play. Stop trying to make the game run 120
Yep.
because you make it run 40 frames, it goes in excellent into 120 screens.
Oh, I saw your
Stop,
tweet
stop.
about what you bought. That what was it? The Ioneo 1X? Was it? No, it wasn't the 1X. It was the Lenovo Legion Go 2, right? That was
No.
the thing that you said you
The
paid like
1X
$1,300.
player- the 1X player Apex.
Apex One is that's the new one that they is like it's
It's a
gonna
good-
have like
it's a good-
ultra settings or like
Yeah,
Zen
that-
3
but-
or something like that. I don't know.
But it's the 395 plus AI chip, but
Mhm.
that's not the first device. They have a tablet called a Z Flow 13 that has that first in the beginning of this year. They got multiple devices coming out with the same chip,
Mhm.
and everybody's putting their own. Like the Ion Neo is coming out with their version. It has 145 watt battery or
Yeah.
115.
I read about
some
that. They
shit.
said that they're trying to
But-
go like Uber.
Yeah, but guess what? No. It's just the battery, and they have OLED. This is the problem. You can't get on a plane with that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody, the battery's bigger. They could put a big battery in all of them, but you can't get on a plane.
Yeah, because they won't allow
Because
that
it
wattage.
And if they peep it, they're going to take it.
They're gonna take
Or
it.
you're going to miss your flight.
Word.
So it's stupid. But anyway,
Mm.
some shit you
But
just go,
also,
but
isn't it getting a little bit like kind of ridiculous now? Like everyone now is
No.
like everyone's releasing a handheld, and they're
No.
all trying
First
to
of
one up
all,
each other.
the
and-
companies I'm
Wait,
talking
more
about.
options are better than
No,
less.
but the companies we're talking about started that shit. 1X Player, GPD, and Ion Neo started this whole revolution of handhelds with power, from the 7800U chip to the 6800U chip, all made by AMD. They was first. But you know what the problem was? You have to pay $1,400, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 to get one.
Mhm.
That was the problem.
But Windows is going
Steam
to bring
Deck-
their full screen experience to all of them now.
No. It's fucking. I got it on my desktop. I talked about this
Yep.
2 months ago.
Right.
I've been had it. Had it.
Mhm.
They bring
Same
it to
here.
everything. But the point is, Steam came out with a machine that was inferior to the other ones because they making high end machines, and they had something you could entry level for $349.99. That was the big thing.
And that's what made it commercially successful. That's what it sort of made it blow
but
up.
but you can't play Battlefield. You can't play Call of Duty.
No.
You can't play certain RPG games. You can't play fighting games online with security. You can't play a lot of shit.
You
That-
can't play anything that
Battle-
that anti-cheat depends
right.
on the Windows
Yeah.
kernel. You
Right.
cannot play it.
That's Linux is not good for gaming. It's good for Linux shit.
It's good for resources, but it's not good for what the majority is
Security.
going for. Yeah, security. It's not.
It's not good for that. Just not. That's why when
That's
I
why
hear, oh, I'm tired of Windows. Motherfucker, the whole planet's gaming on Windows. Since
Yeah.
Windows is a problem.
That's why the Steam machine will be good. It'll be great with 8 gigs of VRAM running Steam OS. The second you want to take Steam OS off and put Windows on it, that is a very low-end PC at that point.
Shit, that shit is.
Well, I mean, and again, I think that box is not meant for like. Okay, I don't think anyone
No,
who's
fuck what
talking
it's
about
meant for.
GPU and CPU. I do not think it's meant for you. I think
No, it's
Go ahead.
not. But what I'm saying is, if you can't play fucking Fortnite, you can't play it. How
Nope.
are you gonna have a system come out and you can't play Apex Legends? You can't play shit. That most of the you can't play fucking Minecraft,
really.
Roblox. No,
And cheat goes deep, man.
Oh,
It goes
wow.
deep in the Windows
So why don't
kernel.
they-
This is
why-
what I'm
It's
Why?
But this is what fucking fake ass Lioness Tech, all these dudes don't tell you.
But why? Why can't they find a solution for Linux?
Security. Linux
So-
is not
security.
a secured platform.
Linux is an open source platform. Open.
Right.
Okay.
You put your credit card information on there, be prepared to be fucking jacked in your cash.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's not bright. It's not smart. It is a good system if you just want to have games, want to be by yourself, play your single player. It's not a multiplayer console. It's not.
Nope.
That's where the
Absolutely
money is
not.
at. That is where the money is at. And these people just fucking tell the people the truth.
Right.
Steam can't. Did you ever look at the process to put Game Pass, xCloud, in the browser of the fucking Steam Deck?
Yes, it was a hassle. A huge hassle.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. They don't want to tell you this. There is no Epic Store. There is nothing. No GOG. There is no Amazon. There is nothing major on Linux. Because all of that shit, including Steam, is Windows apps.
So, I mean, to step upon what Lemon has just mentioned. So, I do want to let everybody know that the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4, they run on Orbis.
Which is
And
also Linux,
Orbis, right? No, Orbis is Unix.
right? Okay.
Unix is built on Linux.
Okay.
The difference between Unix and Linux is that Unix is all about security. That is why PlayStation went with Orbis, which is built
Yup.
on Unix, is for the
Yup.
security and the closed garden and the way to keep their network separate.
And they got they share problems over there stealing your shit.
They
Still.
still do, because at the same time, it does have security features, but it is, at the end of the day, it's still sort of an open source platform.
And this is why I just say, you listen, if you're going to sell something to somebody, don't tell them, yeah, this car is excellent. And then you find out later, it's been in 10 accidents.
Yeah. Get the Carfax.
Right.
This Tesla is great. The auto drive is great. We're not going to tell you about the guy that got killed in the intersection
Right.
2 months ago, but it's great. You'll love it.
Yo, my man Doc Darkness came to my channel and he was bragging about this machine. I said, motherfucker, you can't play Call of Duty. He said, what?
Who's in
And
this?
then when I broke it down, Doc Darkness.
Okay.
And he said, you can't? I said, no, motherfucker. You ever see somebody on Steam Deck playing Call of Duty?
No.
Ever? He was like, so he goes and Google it, and he brings up a whole list of shit it don't play. He said, this is all the major shit. I said, uh-huh. But they don't say that.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that part.
You know, sometimes as a consumer,
Anybody in this chat, Google it.
you know,
Just
sometimes
go, what games can the Steam Deck not play? And it'll give you a fucking list longer than the Bible words.
Well, you know, sometimes I wish there was a website or something where they say, okay, if you want the game to look like this, you have to either play it on
They
this
do have
or
that.
this. If you have a game,
They do have that.
They do.
Especially for these handhelds. Yeah, they give you the best settings for every fucking game. But now Microsoft has took it to another level and gave you an update with the Xbox Ally X, and it does what basically NVIDIA platform does for you. It sees your hardware and adjusts the game for you. That's who started that shit. NVIDIA started that shit with the NVIDIA experience.
Mhm.
They started that, where the software will recognize your PC hardware. You pop the game in, and it will give you the best settings per game. Optimization. They have an optimization button right now in NVIDIA graphic cards. Well, not the graphic cards, but the software. You click optimize this game, and it will optimize it for you on your system with your specs. That's what all of this shit is coming from.
Well,
That's just what it is. But most
Like
people don't even know that.
D487 said in the chat, he said, "You don't know who is making your OS with Linux sometimes, right?" And I answered, correct. With
Right.
it being open source,
Right.
adoption is the key.
Yep.
mhm.
Yo, listen, man. This is why I said, and I have a powerful PC, and I do not play games on it. I really play games on my handheld more than I do my PC.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of this shit being spewed around is fake news. It is not as it's easier than it was 20 years ago, of course.
And you
Well,
know, the
yeah.
thing
Get
is
better.
this. Also, there's a
But
whole lot of
it's
these
not what
talking
they're
mouths
saying.
who just want to feel good about their purchase, and so they're going to be, putting up their
No,
shit.
but I don't blame them. I blame the people who know better. Lioness Tex, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the main dudes who talk that shit. Oh, this is great. And this is fantastic. I'll be like, why you didn't say this? And why you didn't say that? Because you're getting paid to say what they want you to say. That's why.
So, and I got to be honest, as to what Lemon said about PC gaming. I got to be honest with you. And I really think a lot of what's brought PC gaming forward has been Steam, because I can
agree
I
with
can
that.
install a game on my Xbox PC app. I can install a game and I can launch it. And the settings that it preloads for me are nowhere near as good as the settings that I'll get preloaded if I open the game through Steam big screen.
Mhm.
If I open things through big screen, I get a much closer representation of what my hardware can do, other than what I get when I open it with Xbox. I got to turn my resolution up. I can really go above and beyond what the Xbox app is detecting I can do. With Steam OS, I may just have to turn VSync on and maybe the frame rate up a little bit, but the resolution's already there.
But
And
but Steam been there for a minute, and Steam copied 360. Remember how the big picture started?
right.
They came out and said we wanted a 360 type experience, but on PC. That's where they got it from. You know, each one teach one. Right
Exactly.
now, Microsoft is getting into that. You know, the Ally X people say, "Yo, we don't got that update where it could detect the game and do it for you." Technically, the Armory Crate is supposed to do that, but Microsoft took it to a different level and added they tweak to it, and that's why it's over 40 games right now that
Yeah.
that the Xbox experience is doing
Well,
for
that
you.
was actually that if you remember correctly, Lemon, that was actually a stipulation to the Xbox going with the ROG Ally, is that that Armory Crate was going to take care of all that, and that Microsoft and that collaboration would lose control of that personal setting for being able to auto detect stuff. That Armory
Right.
Crate was going to do all that for you. So some of that's on Asus.
No. I'm not. No, Microsoft took it to another step and did it themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like they added their own 40 games. That's why it's not on a regular Xbox Ally X. I mean, excuse me, the regular Ally X, which is just a update for the system because it's just
Right.
software. But Xbox took it upon themselves because for their Xbox experience, like Steam did.
So
know what
is
I'm
it
saying?
available on the regular Ally X or no?
No,
Oh,
no,
Mm-mm.
okay.
No.
no, not on that level, not even close. But
Oh.
Microsoft took
No.
the initiative, which shows you
Yeah.
the work they're putting into it. Because
Yeah.
they could easily give it to the Ally X because the last big update, the only one that don't got the update exactly like the Xbox Ally X is the white version
Right.
because of the RAM difference. But my Ally X got all that shit already, except that new where it tweaks the game for you, preciseness. That's an Xbox thing, but it'll come to the other handheld. It's just
Yeah,
an
I mean,
update.
Oh
there's no
yeah.
fault to that.
And you
It'll
better
come.
believe that'll be rolling out with Magnus
Definitely.
day
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Oh yeah, day one. They definitely
Day
doing
one.
that.
Wow.
Even
Magnus is going to be so overpowered with almost 70 compute units and 48 gigs of GDR7X. That will be a premium experience, and it'll run everything as high as it thinks you can run it. You're gonna pay for it though, especially with RAM prices. I see a $1,200 console possibly costing $1,500. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that,
How
but
many are they going to
God,
sell for $1,500?
You know,
If they
listen,
sell
we
a
got
million,
another
that's
year to
amazing.
2 years. Let's just see what happens. This shit changes overnight.
I
This
mean,
RAM shit just
we
popped
say
up.
that now, Lemon, but do we think they possibly, because the 25th anniversary of Xbox is a big deal. Do they push for next fall? Do they do that? If they do that, they have to deal with the price.
Yeah, if they push
And
for
next
year,
and don't forget, next year they got GTA 6, so they got to come in something. you know?
Yeah. You come in with Magnus.
everybody's trying to do something for GTA
Yeah.
6, not just Xbox.
If you
Yeah,
come in
I
with
know, but they
Magnus
could be doing
next
something.
fall, then you de facto have the premier place to play GTA 6 for at least a year.
Yeah. Well,
That's a big selling point.
and so that's why I think, because of it's their 25th anniversary and because of GTA 6, more than even the 25th anniversary, I think they're sort of painted themselves in a corner, if you will. I mean, they can do whatever the hell they want. They can release this thing in 2030 if they want, but
not only GTA 6, but you've got the release of Fable next fall. You
Right.
got the release of Gears of War E-Day. You've got a lot
you
of
got a new Halo,
the new
Halo.
the new Halo. You've got
The old
you got
Halo,
Forza
the
Horizon
old
Japan.
Halo.
Yeah.
We can't really call it the new Halo.
I
'cause
know it's campaign re-evolved, reimagined.
Yeah, dude.
But you've got Forza Horizon Japan, which will be hitting next year. You've got a lot of first party titles to go along with GTA 6. That power is going to go a long way in the eyes of gamers.
Mhm.
It really will.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and call it a night. I gotta go eat dinner and take my medication and go get on my
tell
my
your wife to
MetaQuest
make sure
3,
she
man.
season a coochie with the song.
Can't wait, man. That MetaQuest 3, man, it's like playing games for the first time all over again.
Yo,
man.
did you get Deadpool?
I'm just playing in the big screen experience, man. I'm just enjoying that.
Dude, you got to get. So I was looking at
You
a
gotta
game
get
on
Deadpool.
Steam. I got to bring it up here real quick, so because I forgot the name, I don't want to get it wrong. Okay,
No, I
you've got to
get
look at a
Batman
game.
first.
No, Arizona Sunshine. I want to see Arizona Sunshine remake and the
Oh, yeah,
Arizona
yeah,
Sunshine 2.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a really good post-apocalyptic zombie VR
Yep.
game.
Yep.
I want to.
I got it on PlayStation.
The game they announced that's coming out in March of next year that I'm looking forward to because it looks fucking phenomenal is Replaced. And
yeah.
they just
Yo.
did the announcement today. I think this was it Wednesday.
You know
or
what?
Thursday?
It comes out on my birthday.
Huh?
It comes out on my birthday, March 12th.
Ooh.
You saw it. It looks weird, man. It looks cool.
I
March
played it.
12th. Well,
I
you be
played it.
35?
Yeah.
35 then?
Flip
I
those
mean,
two numbers around.
The fuck you mean? Yeah, right. Why you smelling your finger? She's still the
I'm
scent
not.
still on your finger.
That's
Yeah,
right. the rest of the game.
yeah.
I'm playing Demio, the D&D one.
Nice.
Nice.
It comes
good
out on
one.
my birthday. I actually played the game.
How is it?
Yo, first of all, it's like these other retro 2D 2.5D games. I've been fiending for this game like a crackhead.
Is it like a
Me and
Metroidvania? Or is it
Paris.
more of a side scroller beat 'em up?
It's a side scroller beat 'em up, but it's story driven. The art style is amazing.
Yeah, it
the way
looks
they did it.
phenomenal. It looks
Yo,
amazing.
Listen, I only played like 15 minutes of that game, and I said, "Yo, what the fuck? Hurry up!" You know, because this shit is fire.
I mean,
All right.
I will be buying it on my handheld,
Mm.
so I could take the shit with me, plug up my handheld, come home, play it on my TV. But and then it's on my birthday. I'm like,
that's my
I
present
feel
to
like yo, thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah, listen, I
My
said,
present. Can you give me Half-Life 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
In 2050,
Whatever
when
3 it is.
when the
whether,
bitch comes out in
they gotta make
2050,
that
I'll
shit
get
first.
yours.
whether it's
But-
episode 3 or Half-Life 3, I want it.
But I was so stoked, man. When I played it in Cali, I said, yo, this shit is fire. I'm excited for the Terminator game next week. Terminator 2
Was
Dark
it?
Fate.
Is it a
2D beat 'em up side scroller.
Uh-huh.
Yo, I'm excited for He-Man. I love the Marvel Cosmic Avengers. Cosmic Invasion.
Uh-huh.
Yo, they're bringing beat 'em ups back to a new level, man.
And you know what? Like, we always sit there and feign over all of these, other games, but sometimes
3D games.
games like, for example, Cosmic Invasion or
Yeah, that shit is
Replace,
awesome.
those games look phenomenal for what they are. And I mean, that I'm happy with those graphics. I mean, everything doesn't have to be like bleeding eye.
No, it doesn't. No.
Yeah.
That's what make us gamers.
Yeah.
Like I played Marvel Cosmic Avengers the other day for 3 hours straight with group of friends when I was streaming Tuesday, and I said, "Yo," and what I did some homework on the game. It has a lot of replayability. There's story-driven sequences where you got to use certain characters to unlock different comic books or different stuff in the game. Yo, it is so much in that game. We've never had that before in a 2D game where it has replayability.
Yeah. Especially for a beat 'em up.
know what
But
I'm
beat 'em
saying?
up, once you sort of beat the game, it's
That was
done.
it.
Yeah. You were done.
That's a game that did that was good. Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal side scroller game. And I'm gonna tell you another game that's fucking phenomenal that I bought on Steam also is the Power Rangers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got another game I gotta get. I'm waiting for the price drop because I think it's too much for the game. That Double Dragon Revive.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that game looks good. How much is it still? Is it still full price or has it gone on sale yet?
It's still full price. I think it's still full price. I'm gonna wait for a sale because I don't really rush on Steam.
Yeah.
But when I know I'm buying something on my handheld, I put it in my wish list and I wait.
Yeah. Because you get sales much easier, and it's like
Yeah.
I mean,
They give you those crackhead sales on Steam. But listen, man, I gotta get dressed.
All right, okay, go ahead. Tell us where you can find you, and we'll go ahead and close out the show. Go ahead.
You can find me on 108 Dragons TV tomorrow. We're doing the Dragons Den. You already know. Sorry I ain't been here, but I've been trying to fit in work, streaming, and doing a little bit of everything. So that's what I've been really doing. I really commend this community for giving me support the last, I say, 2.5, 3 months. I remember the days of streaming and watching one person watching me. So it's good to have people come interact. I even got some super chats fucking streaming live. I thought that was crazy. But people will really come. I just beat Battlefield with the community. I would not play by myself. I wait till the community get there and just do different missions. The interaction has been amazing on my channel. My new subscribers really went off this week. I gained 150 followers on Twitter just by doing gaming shit. So I'm just gonna keep that momentum going.
Yep.
But I appreciate this.
So you stream
man.
on what?
Thank
Twitter or YouTube?
I stream on everything. One time.
I've really had a good I've had a good response on Kick. I really have.
Okay.
I stopped Kick years ago. And when I thought they went away, and then somebody was like, I'm streaming on Kick right now. And I'm like, oh shit. But I'm on Rumble, but I don't pay attention. I just stream on everything to bring everybody to YouTube. That's what I do.
Okay, yeah.
That's my main platform.
What are you using? Restream or what?
Restream.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
Same
you,
here.
What are you paying?
Restream.io.
Are you paying for all 5 streams or are you paying for 3?
I pay for 5. But I'm
Yep.
Godfathered in. I'm only at $8 a month.
Oh shit! Because
I don't
they're
have to pay
costing
the
me
$6, but I've
$40 a
been-
month, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm paying the $40. It's too flexible for me to not pay that. It's just
No. It's worth it. But what I'm saying, I'm Godfathered in. I've been had Restream for a long time.
Yeah. I was thinking
You know
about
what I'm
getting
saying?
maybe the
So-
3 one, the one where you can stream to 3.
Yeah.
Because like
I just
Twitter,
stream
you
to
don't
5,
really
but
need
it's
to
like
stream.
$16.
Yeah.
I just like I said, I guess my interaction, I don't know. I always show my energy when I'm playing, but I just stream to 5 and I pay $8, but it's 16 if you don't,
Yeah.
if you're not grandfathered in. So it's still not a lot of money.
Right.
And plus I
Yeah.
got all of my
Yeah.
I got rid of all my subscription services and bought something. So I ain't got to pay for that shit. So I said I might as well invest into the channel, and that's what I did.
Yeah. And not to go on the soapbox or anything, but with Restream, you can either go directly, you can do your podcast directly
Yeah,
from their
yep,
studio, or you
yep.
can RTMP directly from OBS, and
OBS,
it's
yeah.
seamless.
I'm
Yep,
doing Restream
seamless.
right now, actually, but I'm using the free plan right now. So we're doing Restream because that way I can get the chat to show up right here, and I don't have to sit there and
Yep,
click it
yep.
all. And
That's
then-
one thing I like about it.
Yeah.
I can get the chat from all the
Wait a
people that are
minute.
watching me on every platform.
Except for
stuff
X.
Yo.
right
X
there.
doesn't play
Yo.
well for some reason.
Yes, X
Yo,
doesn't
listen.
play well.
Yeah.
Listen, let me say this too, man.
Mhm.
Cozy, stop fucking chewing.
I like it when Cozy chills.
No, chew. She's chewing.
He likes that even
She's
more.
I know.
Still-
I like watching her chew her pie. The way she licks her lips after she takes a bite, it's
The
succulent.
Cerebral's like, I'm gonna.
I know she's
Cerebral's gonna
I
throw
know.
up.
I know Cozy not blushing right now. Look, he got Cozy to blush.
I got her
No,
to
no, that's
blush.
not
Look,
it.
She's tearing up. I
Cozy's
see you,
blushing.
Cozy.
Oh,
Bob got you.
Hey, Lemon, did Cognito get a little something from me? Did he say anything?
Last I know, it got King is the one who oversees that mailbox that you mailed it to.
Yeah.
And last I knew, he still hadn't picked it up, King, but he knows it's there.
Oh,
He
okay.
doesn't know what it is, though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he said he doesn't. I did not know that they don't stay close to one another. I thought they
No, they
lived.
don't.
Yeah,
Nah.
I did not know that.
Nah.
So
Cognito's in Jersey, and what's name's up Mount Vernon.
yeah, I'm excited
Mount
for him
Vernon.
to get his thing. It's for those of you who know anything about Transformers. I got Cognito a Predaking merger, the OG Predaking. Remember back for those of you who remember. Yeah, I got him the 20th anniversary Predaking merger for his birthday. So
Wow.
I'm looking forward to
Wow.
seeing how he likes it. Because like it's a G1, it's a G1's wet
G1.
dream basically.
Mhm.
So I'm
All I got
excited,
was a bottle of bourbon, and I don't even drink
Bro,
anymore.
this is the best part
You
of giving.
still not drinking? Somebody shut
No,
his mic
sir.
off.
No, but that's the
I'm
Shut
best.
his
still not
fucking
drinking.
mic
Bob
off.
is still sober.
That,
Bob's drinking Mountain Dew right now because my 2-liter of A&W
That shit
cream
looks like
soda
looks like
ran
antifreeze.
out.
That shit look.
it don't
That shit look like my piss.
It does too, yeah. Especially after 2 edibles. So there you go.
Yeah, but listen, man, I gotta go, man, because I gotta make moves.
All right, man. Appreciate it, boss.
Peace out,
Please
player.
be back
Word to
next
your
week,
mother.
boss man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll see you next week. All right, let's go ahead. KY, tell us where we can find you, sir.
This is KY Bob. You can find me every week, Wednesday nights, wrangling the band of misfits on the Game Set Live podcast on the KY Bob YouTube channel, the Twitter channel, and the Kick channel. You can also find the audio recording of that show wherever you get your audio podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other open source podcast searcher like Pocket Casts I like to use. Next week's going to be a little different, y'all. We're going to do a Wednesday show, but then when we thought about it, we were like, we don't want to wait 7 days to talk about the Game Awards. We're going to go ahead and live stream our reactions of the Game Awards Thursday night. So next week, Thursday night, we'll be doing a live streaming of the Game Awards. Everybody show up. It's going to be a hoot and a holler. Yeah, you get to see the reactions as they happen in real time, whether we're excited, let down, or just shocked by what we see. Yeah, other than that, you can find me Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Twitter, YouTube. It's KY Bob everywhere. It stands for Kentucky. Don't get a dirty mind. It's not the lube. And I'll leave you all, because I know if I don't do it, Wize will ask for it. I'll leave you all the way I leave every one of my streams, and that is, gamers, please get outside, touch some grass to keep yourself grounded, hug somebody you love because you don't know how much time you got left with them, and at the end of the day, game on to keep your sanity, keeps you grounded. Good night, everybody.
All right. Cozy, darling, tell us where we can find you.
Woo woo. All right, you can find me here on Fridays, and then on
I'm also here on
Saturdays.
Fridays.
You can find me
Sorry.
bullsitting.
When?
Yeah, she's
On
full of bullshit. Yeah,
TSWS.
she's
When? What time?
9.
Okay. Yeah, and you can catch her and my other panelists Loke on that podcast as well. That is their own personal podcast, TSWS. You can catch them that channel on the show descriptions as well. So you can catch everyone's channel stuff on the show description, including Lemons and KYs and Cerebrals as well. Speaking of Cerebral, my man, tell us where we can find you.
I don't know. You can find me on, of course, Twitter or X at Cerebral Paul 1, Twitch and YouTube at Cerebral Paul. I have been working in the last couple of days to get my stuff set up, so I will be streaming more often. I'm just trying to set it so I can stream to both instead of also all the chat bots are working nice together and not double talking each other too much and all that crap. And so, and you can find me here on Fridays. And you know what? Bob doesn't know this, but I'm joining him on Thursday for the live discussion of the Game Awards.
Oh, sweet.
As am I. So yeah.
Well, you
Oh,
say
wow.
it, but you never show up. So,
I
yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, next Thursday, either it's going to be a clusterfuck or it's going to be an open day because it's like right before Christmas break holidays. Well,
shoot.
yeah. So it's either going to be a clusterfuck.
I gotta look that up. Does that show start at 7 or 8?
I think usually
TGA 2025. December 11th, 2025 at. Come on, tell me. It's loading. Give me a second.
I thought you had a 2G up down or something like that. He's like, motherfucker.
It doesn't tell me on the website. Okay, let's see. What time is
Ask ChatGPT. He'll probably tell you.
The Game Awards 2025 will take place on December 11th, 2025. The opening act will start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by the main ceremony starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So there you go.
There we go.
So pre-show at 7:30, main show at 8 o'clock.
Yep. So
Considering how GameSat Live usually goes live at 8:15, I think we can make an exception and start at 7:30.
Or 6:30 your time or my time.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
We'll be
sir.
in Central. Yep. All right, and I do want to thank everybody in the chat who showed up. Frayed Voyager 88, D487, Legendary Yobi, Lesser Logic 9977, Bounty 9, Godlord Canvas, whatever. Couple other people.
Whatever. Yeah.
And Godlord Frayed. I know I'm missing somebody, but
a lot of uhs there, Wize.
Rich Christopher,
A lot of uhs.
RWK88, Darius 1452. Guys, thank you for showing up, guys. It was a pleasure. And yeah, so my name, as always, is the Wise Old Gamer, the man who brings the fun and dysfunctional. I am the host of this Haunted Cast of Characters every Friday evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And yes, you could catch us here every Friday at 6:30 with my panelists and a couple of guests. And of course, there's always surprises thrown in, just say, because, it's fun. We're not here to tell you which console to buy or not buy. We're not here to tell you which box is better. We're just here to have fun and talk some shit and,
No, we're here to tell you which box is better. So if
they're here to tell you which box is better. I don't care less.
When you say box, you could mean other things.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it a smelly box or is it a nice smelling box?
I like the box with a hole in it, and then you can.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Cozy doesn't like that box with a hole in it. So, there you go. All right, yeah, my name is the Wise Old Gamer, the man who brings the fun and is dysfunctional. You can find me on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, X, Wise Old Gamer with a Z. I am going to start streaming in the next week, and of course, stay posted with the channel updates so that you know when I go streaming live. I'm going to be streaming on definitely Kick and YouTube and maybe either Twitch or Trovo. Probably not Trovo, maybe Twitch, but we'll see. But yeah, I will be streaming some of my games that I like playing. I think the first game that I will be streaming will be Octopath Traveler 0 and Metroid Prime 4.
Good choice.
I'm going to
Good
also
choice.
probably start streaming on my my Meta if I can. I'm going to try to see if I can set it up to stream on my Meta because, guys, if you've not played VR, oh my God, it's like playing video games for the first time. I mean, I know all my colleagues here have been telling me to get one, but like it's just something surreal about sitting back with your headset on late at night, cold outside, fireplace going, and then you put on the VR headset and you got a 120 inch screen TV and you're playing. Oh my God, it's like I feel like a child during Christmas, man. I feel like
And
If
your
you've
wife
got
as well. At least
the-
you're not bugging me. Yes.
I don't know how you'll be able to do it, but I do know that if you have the NVIDIA app that allows you to hit Alt F9 and capture screen,
okay.
that if you are playing VR with an NVIDIA card and you have that NVIDIA app, that when you Alt F9, it captures your VR screen when you do that.
Ooh, nice.
So, but that's only on PC. I don't know how it works on Mac. I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research on it, but definitely, like that's what I like playing on VR. I mean, again, as I said, that I have only played a few VR games. Most of the time, I'm on VR. I'm playing on the virtual screen, but even for that experience, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. I mean, it's like playing games for the first time, and it's wonderful. Anyhow, that is our show for tonight. So yes, you can catch us here next week at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and we will be following up with the VGA. So of course, what happens on Thursday night? I know my panelists will probably have a big panel then. There's going to be a whole lot of people talking a whole lot of stuff. So make sure you tune in to Wasted with Wize next week at 6:30. So as I always say as I log out, so remember, as before we leave, that you can be anywhere, but you've not been anywhere till you first been wasted with Wize. Have a great night, everybody, and play some games. And if you are into RPGs, Octopath Traveler 0, chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So, all right, and we are out. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you next Friday.
Something